Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuri. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
It's just the juice.
Just some juice.
Pineapple juice. We're drinking pineapple juice. Oops, sorry.
Let's go.
I hate burping into the thing. Boom. Here we are, guys,
Welcome back.
for episode 69.
Soy la 69.
Oh my god. Imagine we got her on.
Bruh.
But I feel like, I don't know. Do people want to hear an interview from her, or do they just want to hear a song from her, you know?
I would want to interview her.
Really? What would you want to ask?
I don't know. I actually don't know anything about her.
Yeah, I don't know
really.
anything about her really either.
But I mean, she'd be cool.
I just know that, like, watching a lot of internet content, there's certain people that can bring in millions of views doing a song or doing a specific thing. You sit them down doing other content, you know, maybe for an interview, and then like 50,000 people will watch because a lot of people only want to see a person doing a certain thing.
Maybe not interview with her.
What, a
But
vlog?
just like have her on.
How
We
to
don't have
dance?
to interview her, but like
Soila69 teaches us how to dance.
sure.
She's just like,
Bachata.
I don't know. All right, boom. Here we are for episode 69 of 10 Talks. We are 69 episodes in, and we still have 0 sound bites.
I know.
That was, okay, I've brought this up before, and honestly, the more I think about it, the worse I feel, where Riley and I, when we lived in our first apartment, we were, like extremely living paycheck to paycheck, where we were really looking out for every $10, $20 we spend. And then I saw that No Jumper got all the new stream decks, and I saw the capabilities, and I saw how you can put GIFs on them and all the sound bites, and I was like, babe, we gotta get this. She's like, it can wait, like, we don't need it right now, blah blah.
I was like, are you sure?
And then
You don't think we could
after 2 weeks of complaining and pestering Riley, she finally was just like, just get it, like, if you really want it. Spend $250 on the stream deck, and we don't even have a single sound bite on it yet. So it has kind of just, but it's been serving the song perfectly.
Yeah, that's the great part of it.
Actually, no, we do have a sound bite, the song.
Yeah, the song.
You see?
But we did have a couple. It just, what happened to it? When you restarted your
yeah, I had
computer or
to
something?
like I deleted all the information. Did we have a couple? Oh yeah, we did have a couple sound bites. We never used them though. I don't know. That's why it's like
we just really never used them.
that's why with certain podcasts like the H3 podcast, they have the sound dude is like such a perfect role. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to be talking and then think like, oh, let me press this. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like easier to be listening to a conversation and know they're about to talk about this. Let me press this button, you know, or something like that. So
Exactly.
that's why it makes them a lot funnier. Hopefully one day we can get to that point.
One day.
A sound
hopefully.
guy. You were saying that we should hire a fucking a camera switcher.
Yeah, one day that would be dope to have multiple angles.
Oh, you were saying to do it soon. You're like, the next thing we need to work on is the camera switcher. I was like, that's a lot, dude.
Well, I feel like that is a next step, right?
But what is the next step in the evolution of this
I don't
podcast?
know.
I feel like that's a big step though, because that requires more hardware and then also a person.
True. That's
We don't have any people.
Well, I guess amping up the set.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
And then we could get the cameras to get better angles.
you know what's funny is like when we first moved in here, like we were looking at this room and I was like, this is amazing. We have so much room. We could do whatever we want. And then now that we have everything in here, it's just
so
like,
cramped.
I'm like, bro, we have no more room. We're like, it's real squished in here. Even when we have 4 people sitting behind the table, it's like, if this person needs to get up to use the bathroom, it's
like
it's fucked.
you're
You know
just
what I mean?
wiggling out of here.
Oh crap! I cursed. God damn it. Whatever.
It's like that's the most impossible thing to do.
What?
Not cuss in the first 10 minutes.
I know. Honestly, yeah.
Every
it's like,
time.
that's why, you know what? You know what's interesting? Like those sometimes when there's like certain guests that come in for No Jumper, and then they'll like 2 to 5 minutes into the conversation, they'll say fuck, and they'll be like, oh, can I curse? And then I realized, like, damn, some people have control over their cursing. They could be like, oh, I'm on Disney Channel, can't say the F word. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm on my YouTube channel, I can say whatever I want. It's hard to turn it off and turn it on, you know?
Exactly.
Cursing, especially when you're used to it.
Yep.
But it makes you sound dumb. Cursing.
I know, it does, right?
It's like
It's just a filler word kind of.
exactly. Like one of my few friends who went to college.
I do it all the time.
What, curse? No, yeah,
Yes.
same. One of my few friends who went to college, he took a I forget what the class is called, like a language class or a speaking class, a speech class. He like wanted to know how to do like public speaking or whatever. And anyways, he told me like after finishing his class, he's like the most important thing you learn from there is like don't say and
Yep.
but or curse. Like all those things make you sound dumber. Even if your sentence takes longer to put out, like if you could say a sentence in 30 seconds including ems, buts and like f words or whatever, it's like it's one thing. But if you can just say the same thing in a minute and a half and not include any of that stuff, you already sound smarter.
Yeah. I agree with that too.
Immediately.
Fuck, it's so hard to do.
Oh, you just did it.
It's so hard to do. Exactly. My point.
We gotta say fudge. I don't know.
Fudgeums.
You know what's funny? Dude, Lola just walked into the room. Whenever I'm in here, like they're so smart, cats. Like whenever I'm in here doing something, she won't walk in here because she knows like he's gonna pick me up and cuddle me and bug me, blah blah. As soon as we start this podcast, she knows Yuri can't leave his seat.
And I can explore.
And I can explore and do whatever I want. She knows that like at this point I'm not gonna touch her. And then she's just like walks all around like you never do this when I'm just chilling here, not on stream.
True. I know.
When I'm on stream, she gets all curious. Asshole.
I feel like she's always walking in here, actually, when we're just not even paying attention to her. She'll, like, kind of ponder in, and then as soon as I look at her, she'll fucking run away.
As soon as we talked about her, she left.
Yeah.
Bro, this is, like, the issue with cats. You know what I mean? Like, you can't return them because it's kind of fucked up. No, I'm kidding.
Really?
But it's like, dude, she's so selfish.
Oh my, no.
We've provided her a place to sleep. If it was not for us, she'd be euthanized in the shelter or whatever, and whatever they do to them, like in a mass grave of cute kittens. We saved her from that, crazy outcome. Feed her delicious food.
You're just mad she doesn't cuddle you?
2 to 3 times a day, and she doesn't love us. It's fucked up.
She does love us.
She needs to be like, damn, these people really saved me here.
She has trauma. Okay.
Exactly. Look at us. We're not traumatic. She should look at us and be like, oh man, these are way better than the last dudes I hung out with.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Okay, I'm joking here, but it's just frustrating. I wish she loved us more.
She does love us. You just love to
Dude, I did the same thing.
Sorry for the mic. Oh my god. So sorry for that.
I did the same thing with my old RIP Mr. Whiskers. I did the same thing with Mr. Whiskers all the time, and Mr. Whiskers still, he would actually be like he would fight back. You know what I mean? Like it was fun. Like he was like one of those cats where it's like you try to pick him up and he'd be like ha 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 ha, ha. And then it turns into like a little slapping match with your cat. You're like
Luffy's like that.
No, Luffy's so lazy. Not with me.
He is like that.
That's what I'm saying. We need a new cat that only I interact with.
Oh,
you have no interactions with.
Look at him.
This cat only knows me as mama and papa, and that's it.
That's selfish right there. That is straight selfish. Wow.
Wow, dude. Whatever. Well, Lola for real does have trauma though. It's like, it's funny. We brought Lola back from Petco, and she pooped and peed in the box. We brought Luffy back from Petco. He was fine. Didn't even care, right? So like immediately, just from that first couple minutes interaction of driving her home, like you could already see that she gets startled and scared very easily.
Exactly.
And then she
continues to do this back to this day.
And then we brought her home, and then she just disappeared. We didn't see her for 3 months, and then she was bigger. We're just like, oh, now our cat's not a kitten anymore. Remember?
What are you talking about?
She was just hiding under the bed the whole time. We didn't get to enjoy her kittenhood at all. One day she just comes back. She's a full-grown ass cat, and I'm just like, oh, great. We got this cat for no reason.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. You do want to enjoy the kitty years.
We did, and she's still so tiny.
Yeah, she still is kind of tiny. All right. First topic that I wanted to get into. I know that some people might be bored with this, but it's over. That's it. We're not talking about this anymore. I just want to get it settled because I got so many DMs of people offering me advice, tell me what I did, tell me what I did wrong, all this shit about the car issues, right?
Oh, yes.
So just to give you guys a full layout of what happened with both of our cars, because funny enough, both of our cars were in the mechanic shop, at the same mechanic shop at the same time. So we were left carless for literally a day. But, all right, so my car, the catalytic converter, not the catalytic, what is it? Alternator. Catalytic converter. The alternator went out on my fucking car. Jeez, you just keep spilling everything. The alternator went out on my car. So my dad is like, he's good with this shit. He knows about cars and stuff. And then my dad's like, bro, This is an easy job. If you take it to a shop, you're gonna have to pay for the alternator, which is about $200, and then you have to pay probably another $200 just for the installation. He's like, you want to save $200? Let's do it ourselves. Easy job, right?
Yeah.
Me and my dad do it, and then I told you guys this, where there's two wires that go to the alternator. There's the positive and the negative. We accidentally left the negative not screwed in, and when I tried to turn on the car after we installed the new alternator, it sparked off the car, and then like my car wouldn't turn on anymore. And then me and my dad, we realized that the wire was unconnected. We connected the wire, tried to turn it on, and then my fuse popped, and then we're like, what the hell? So then me and my dad go get another fuse, and then we opened up my fuse box. Problem is, my fuse box was like corroded with like acid or something, where the bolts would not unscrew, and just to get these bolts to unscrew was like a 2-day process, guys. Like it was so ridiculous and stressful. But anyways, we got the fuse box open, put a new fuse in there, turned it on again. That 2 days of work we put into getting that fuse in there, turned it on, boom, pops again. I'm like, bruh. Next weekend I get another fuse. Instead of a 120, I get a 140. So 20 or what, 10 or 20 more amps of space for it to hold. Put in the 140. We go through the whole process of opening up the fuse box, taking it apart so you can put in this fuse. It's not a regular fuse, guys, they can just pull out. You have to literally take the fuse box apart. It's so stressful. It takes like an hour. And then we put it in, turn on the car, it pops again. And then I'm like, bro, that's it. We're taking the shit to the mechanic, right? Call a freaking tow truck. Tow truck is like, yo, we're on their way. We call AAA. I sign up for AAA just so we can get the shit done. And we pay an extra $75 so we can get it done within the day of signing up for AAA. So they say, oh yeah, we're on our way, right? And then
the worst.
An hour or two passes by, and then we're like, yo, what's up with this tow truck? I'm like, yo, babe, could you call them? She calls them, and then they're like, oh, we already picked it up. We're like, what? It's funny because in AAA they specifically announce this shit all the time. They're like, we're not picking you up unless you have your license. You have
to have a driver's license or the person with you.
Or yeah, exactly. And then we freaking called them. They're like, oh, we already got you. I'm like, what? I'm right here. My car's still right here. Nobody asked. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, yo, we got. I'm like, how do you get someone when your whole thing of your business is we need to check your ID? You didn't even get no one. I'm like, who are you guys talking about? And then, anyways, they return our money. We get super stressed out. We wait till Monday to get my car towed. Finally call them. We explain to them, yo, we have a tiny ass garage, so we need a tiny little car to get this shit. They send us a giant ass fucking monster truck that obviously is not gonna fit in it. And we're like, bro, like 2 hours later after this conversation, and then the dude's like, he's like, any information you give them. It's funny because when you call them, they ask for all this information, right? Like it's important. And then he tells us, he's like, all the information you give them is bullshit. He's like, they don't care about any of that. He's like, they send us over, we figure it out. Yeah. I'm like, I might as well tell them I have a Hummer, a 30,000 pound Hummer that needs, excavator. They're going to send you. It's like, bro, it's so retarded. Anyways, the dude's like, we're sending another guy. Another dude comes through
another hour.
with the smaller car. And the smaller guy comes through. He's like, I'm not fitting in that garage. I'm like,
no.
I was like, bro, it's so frustrating because in our garage, there's all these signs that say, if you're not parked in the right spot, you're getting towed and you're paying for the towing. After we had 2 tow trucks come through and they both were like, and we had the small one come through and he's like, nah, I'm not fitting in there. I'm like, that's bullshit. You ain't towing no one out of here. Once you're in there, you're stuck, bro. Like, what's up with this? Anyways, the dude, I thought I couldn't get my car neutral. The dude figured out that there's like an emergency switch that gets your car neutral. We pushed the car to the fucking entrance of the garage and he like backed his car and like got it out, thankfully. And then basically we got into the mechanic. Long story short, guys, my dad and I, when we were installing the alternator, it has these 2 wires, positive and negative. We switched them. We put the wires in the wrong place. There's 2 wires, positive and negative. We put them in the wrong places. Took it to the mechanic shop, and they just told me, they're like, yep, you fucked up. We'll fix this for you. And then luckily we didn't damage anything though. That's what fuses are for. If that fuse wasn't there, it would destroy my system. But thankfully it pops the fuse before it fucks up my system. But basically we've put the things backwards, and that was super freaking annoying. And then Riley's car has this reoccurring problem with everyone that has her car, everyone that has this model car. They have this reoccurring problem where this like little plastic piece pops. The plastic piece is $5, but to install the plastic piece, if you pay a mechanic, is $500. And we were like debating for like 3 weeks of whether we should just try it ourselves. Riley's like, yeah, I think we could do it. And then you'd be like, no, I don't think so. And then you'd be like, yeah, I think so. And then we just were like, let's just pay the mechanics to fucking install this shit, because it's like a 3-hour job. You have to take your
whole
steering wheel
off.
apart, like take it off and apart. It's so complicated, bro. After the whole alternator situation, I was like, I don't even want to try to take your steering wheel thing apart, dude. It's gonna be another, me taking a PSP apart and not being able to put it back together situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, we got that fucking done.
Bruh. So bad.
And yeah, got both of our cars fixed, thankfully. So now we have 2 running cars, not just one.
And honestly,
And I think it was well worth it.
it was well worth it.
All the fuck.
People
hassle.
were complaining to me saying, why didn't you just pay the mechanic up front, right? And then me, my whole life, I've always been about saving money. How can you save $1? You know what I mean? Like, and also a lot of stuff a lot of people don't realize is like, they want you to feel like, especially with companies like Tesla, they want you to feel like you can't do it. They want you to feel like it's so complicated a normal person can't do it, so they can make all the money of repairing it. But in reality, if you have a little common sense and patience and time, you can figure it out. I could have figured it out if I really had the time. But I just always like, it's like I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But honestly, after this whole ordeal, my opinion has completely switched. I used to think it was bougie to just be like, I'm taking my car to the mechanic without trying to figure it out first. No, anytime we have problems, I'm taking it to that same spot. And I'm like, bruh, it's happening again. Help me out. I'm not trying this shit no more.
No.
I wasted so much time. I got so much money, dude, like so much money in random fuses and like things I bought that I didn't need. Bruh,
it's never worth it, dude.
And honestly, it's like, yes, I am interested in the idea of being able to repair my car myself and know how to work on stuff myself in case of emergencies. But in reality, I just don't have the time. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dude, we don't live in the middle of the forest. It's like, I'm not going to break down the forest and be like, oh man, like I'm stuck here. It's like, no, we live in LA, dude. It's like, there's service everywhere.
Exactly.
We're never going to be in that situation where I'm like,
Yeah, we're thankful it's like on every corner.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the car situation. Both of our cars are, I would say, 70% fixed. Because there's still one thing on my car that I don't know what's going on. I need a diagnosis on. It's like a weird sound. I really want to get it checked out because it sounds serious. And then Riley's car, they said that we have to spend like $700 more on these random 3 things to get fixed. That this is where I get scared of mechanics. You know what I mean? Is like my dad and I were gonna change Riley's brakes. My dad bought 4 new brakes, or like 4 pairs of new brakes for all your wheels. And then me and my dad put your car up on a lift, took the tire off, and then my dad's like looking. Oh no, we didn't take the tire because we didn't have the tool, but you could see the brakes through the rims. And my dad's like looking at the brakes. He's like, "Yo, Yuri, look at this." He's like, "When did Riley get her brakes changed?" And I'm like, "I don't know." We look at it, and he's like, "These are brand new, dude." He's like, "These are completely full." And we looked at all the brakes all around the car. They're all completely new.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's funny is that
I changed them right before I moved out here.
But what's funny is the mechanic shop is saying that needs to change brakes, and they want to charge us like $200 for it. And I'm like, why are you saying we need to change our brakes when the brakes are brand spanking new? And that's where I get scared of mechanics. It's like, I think they try to finesse and be,
well, I think they're saying it's not that important right now, but eventually you're gonna have to do this.
Anyways, I feel bad also because a lot of people are messaging me like long paragraphs of explaining me what they think happened with my car, using all these words I don't know, using all these like terms of like shit I didn't understand it. I got so many of these DMs of people explaining stuff to me, and it got to a point where at first I was replying to them saying like, thank you, man, like I'll figure it out. And it got to this point where I was like, bro, I can't reply to all these messages, and I feel bad even posting it because everyone's trying to help me now. So now I just want to let everyone know it's figured out, and I'm no longer gonna try to fix stuff on my own.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future I might,
if it's a quick fix,
pick it up as a hobby. Like, oh, I want to learn how to work on my car this summer. Maybe I might do that. But
okay.
Like some project cars. So yeah, stream. That's what everyone is saying. They're like, why didn't you stream working on the car with your dad? Have you guys ever held a flashlight for your dad? Imagine being on stream.
Dude, I feel that to another level. Dude, learning how to drive with your dad?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
God.
Especially for girls.
Take the whale, please.
Take the whale?
The whale. It was horrible. He would let me drive on the freeway every day to school.
Oh my god.
And there was always a big ass fight.
Something you did wrong.
Yes, dude.
Bro, it's like,
I didn't realize I didn't know what like a merging lane was.
Oh.
and we almost got hit by like a big ass semi truck. And I just remember and go, Riley, oh my God, and like just took the wheel and like swerved us out of the lane because I didn't see the truck coming, but I guess it was like about to smash.
You gotta pay attention to your surroundings.
Dude,
you gotta learn all
I
that
was
stuff.
dumb as fuck. And I was like, Dad, really?
That's what's also interesting, like with like driving, is like I noticed that, like, you know, with certain stuff like skateboarding, right? You try to teach people about certain things and they're like, if it's not like a one answer thing, they're like, I don't want to do it, I'm over it, you know what I mean, too much or whatever. But with driving, and like it really is like such a multi thing where you got to pay attention to all this shit. And sometimes I'm surprised that we got so many drivers. That's like why so many accidents happen. Like
exactly.
It's like it's a skill, you know, that a lot of people like are halfway good at, you know.
Yeah. I'm glad I started at a young age though.
Yeah, I started older, unfortunately. I feel like we're at the same age amount of driving because of our age difference.
We're probably at the same skill level.
No, I feel like I'm a better driver.
Even though I started way earlier than you.
I feel like I'm a better driver.
No.
Yes. Well, you want to have a race?
No, I don't want to race.
How do we test this? How do we test who's a better driver?
Parallel parking contest.
How many times have you asked me to parallel park for you?
No.
Yes. How many times have we gone to a spot you're like, pay?
Yeah, because sometimes I just get frustrated.
Yeah, exactly.
I get rusty. I used to be so good. When I lived in San Francisco, I was easy. But now it's just like I'm rusty.
I smell cap.
But I feel like let's do 5 parallel parking spots.
Okay. Bro, you want to hear a funny story?
That would be good.
A random funny story about parallel parking. So back in the day, like when I was like 18, 19, I would always have these like random smoke sessions with all these random people, because like I would know a person who would one day hit me up saying, yo, I'm with this other friend group I have, and we have, you know, $80. You down to drop $20 on this huge site? I'm like, okay. You know, like it would be like random situations where I know one person and there's all these other people I'm meeting. And then anyways, one day my homie hits me up that I would always dab with, and he's like, yo, I'm with like my homie and his girl or whatever. He's like, you trying to smoke? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So I hop in the back of his car, right? I'm sitting in the back of, with his homie or whatever. So we go to this view spot to go smoke at, and he has to parallel park to get in there. And then and I see him like kind of like already, I'm like looking at him from the back seat. I'm like, I see him already kind of getting stressed and struggling before he even was trying anything. He looked like he was like running crazy calculations in his head. I'm like, bro, it just turned into it. And then anyways, I see him already kind of struggling. He like kind of turns it and just slams on the gas and just goes and just hits some car behind us.
No.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, dude, like, get out of here. And then he just like speeds off or whatever. Like we just drive to another spot. The other spot we go to, another parallel parking situation, right?
Lord.
He pulls up to the side of it and he goes, yo, could one of you parallel park this for me? I'm like, I got you, bro. I was like, let me do this.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm just trying to smoke and chill. And I had to park this fool's like Mustang. Bruh. And it was so funny because his girl was there too. And I just thought it was so funny. I was like, bro, like, what's this girl think that he has to have this other dude park his car for him? Like, kind of demasculating a little bit. I was like, bro.
Oh my God. No, that's actually like a real thing. I've seen that happen many times.
What?
People just can't parallel park and then...
Dude.
You know, me and my best friend used to do this all the time when I lived in San Diego. It would take her forever to fucking parallel park, and I would just be like, please, can I just do it for you? And she'd just be like, no. Like, respects to her for like just keeping on trying, but
that's the
it would
way
just
you
always
do it, though.
be, yeah, it is. But I'd always just be like, please, let me do it.
But honestly, you know what I would do when I first got my car? Because I would drive by myself and like learn and park by myself and learn all this shit by myself. You know what I mean?
I used to suck. And
then you get into these situations where you got to do in front of your homie and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm really not doing good right now.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had horrible parking.
You know what I want to cover really quick? It just are 2 quick sponsors. Even though it's like, I don't even think this episode is sponsored, but just a shout out to people who've been fucking with us. Stay Grounded. It's a IG account that... it's like a drip account. Basically, they're super up to date on new emerging brands that make, like, you know, t-shirts, custom pants, like anything like that's like drip related, cool, new up and coming fashion stuff. Like, they're on top of it. And if you guys follow them on Instagram, Stay Grounded, DEAD, you guys will be able to also be tapped in with all this stuff if you guys are interested in like finding new brands to like purchase shit from. Or if you guys have your own brand that you're working on, you guys should tap in with them because they post on their Instagram story like Copper Drop, and they'll post whatever, you know, like pieces of clothing companies make, and then they'll ask their audience if they fuck with it or not. And it's a good place to get, you know, people's opinion on your shit if you just started a brand and you don't really have too many eyes on it yet. Yeah. So shout out to Stay Grounded. Thank you guys so much for always fucking with us. And then
thank
also,
you for the shirt. I really like it. I wore it the other day.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna wear it today, but I just had this one on already.
Shout out to Corporate Skateboards.
Shout out to Corporate.
Shout out to fucking Reggie and Corporate Skateboards for hooking.
I love this shirt.
Hooking us up with all that gear, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Amazing.
Right, I didn't notice what the back design was, but Riley was wearing it today. I was like, "What are you wearing?" And she's like, "This shirt is so me."
It is so me.
If you don't like my attitude, quick talking to me. I didn't even notice this last time. I feel like. Sorry, guys. I really hate burping into the mic.
I love it. So thank you. Reggie.
Also, huge shout out to Big Chief. Thank you guys for always keeping us hooked up with product and keeping us medicated cleanly over here on the safely on the Ten Talks podcast, bro. I've been posting these on my Instagram. People have been asking me, what do you think about the cartridges? Bro, these are my favorite cartridges, especially now that they have finally dropped their Big Chief batteries. Bro, I left it in Riley's car, unfortunately, so I can't show it to you, but their battery, a lot of cartridges, like a lot of batteries, the cartridge connects to the top of it, and then like it can like easily bend and break. Like their cartridge goes into the battery and then screws in, and it's like not only smaller and more discreet, but it's like stronger and like more durable. It won't bend in your pocket and break and shit. It's fire, bro. I really like their shit. Huge shout out to Big Chief.
Yuri never smokes wax pens at all, but he really likes it.
Ever since I met Riley, like every time I got a wax pen, like I would just give it to a family member or a friend, or like I would always just like, I would never smoke wax pens, but this is the only thing like I'll keep in the car, or whenever I'm like, you know, like I'm like, I don't want to be smoking 10 joints in one day. Let me just rip this pen a couple times, like, and it's perfect for that. And their cartridges,
and it's so small.
Fire. Exactly. That's what I really like. Yeah. I like super small, discreet little tiny things. That's why I like this raw lighter, this tiny little raw lighter. Even though I've lost it like 10 times already, but I keep finding it every time. So fuck it.
It's the lucky lighter.
Shout out to our sponsors. Thank you guys so much.
Shout out to y'all.
Anyways, we have a lot of stuff to get into. I don't even know what we should get into right now.
Okay.
I feel like the Johnny Depp Amber Turd thing is going to take a long time. I don't know.
Should we wait for like the end? That should be the end.
Oh, that could be the ending topic. Okay, yeah. I think we will wait for the
Amber Turd.
I forgot
Why
his name.
is that so perfect?
I know,
she
bro.
Should have never done that.
It's crazy because like I kept looking at this information, just trying to keep it 50-50 in balance, but
Same.
Bro, there's more. And okay, no, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Basically, Amber Turd is Amber Turd for a reason, bro.
I know. I was trying to look out for it too. And now that I've been listening to this podcast, we could talk about it later. But I've been hearing the full stories. I'm just like, damn. Okay.
It's bad.
It's bad. I
would rather jump off a cliff than marry this woman. Honest to God. If I was like the last man, or I was in some fucked up situation where they were like, I was in jail for life, and they're like, Yuri, Amber Turd's here. If you marry her, she'll get you out of jail, dude, and you get to, you know, be a millionaire and skate and do all this stuff. I'd be like, no, bro. I'd be like, I'm worse out there than I am. I'm worse with her than I am in here,
Lord.
Bro. Fuck that. She's crazy. Anyways, two quick topics is. I had no idea Potlord was doing a freaking sports podcast on the No Jumper channel with Kiki, Josh, and Jason.
Me either.
Bro,
shout out Potlord.
He didn't tell me about this. I feel like no one told me about it.
Are you sad?
Yeah, this is kept behind my
big
back.
Moment?
I wish I was there to be his cheerleader on the side. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I just saw we were doing a bunch of shit today, but I'm definitely gonna be watching it later today, if not tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna be watching this shit. But you guys should check it out. Potlord did the sports podcast on No Jumper.
What was the title?
The title was
Rio the finesse kid dropped a bag $4.09.
Oops, sorry about that, guys. Thank you so much, Carlito the Finesse Kid, for the $5, bro. I'm sorry I didn't let your message finish, but we usually don't do this for the podcast. I just have that on accidentally, but I will read that message once again once we're done on the after show. Once we're done, exactly. It was titled something. How is it being? Wait, what the fuck is the title, dude? Something about being a black surfer, but it was like it was almost like day in the life, or how is it being
S28 model?
Oh shit. Okay, hold on, bro. I really want to fucking watch it. How long was it too?
Life of a professional.
Black surfer.
See, that's a dope title.
Shout out to them. 6 hours ago it dropped. So you guys, after this pod, don't check it out right now. Well, wait till the podcast is done. I'm kidding, but check it out when you guys can.
Or you're like 20K.
Shout out to them. Anyways, the other random thing I have as a topic is merch ideas. I was talking to Blasey yesterday, and Blasey's like, bro, he's like, you're really fucking up, bro. He's like, you need to drop more stuff. You know what I mean? And like for me, it feels like, I don't know. It feels like I'm asking a lot of the audience to purchase stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just like, ugh, like, I'll do it if people really want it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be like, buy this month, buy this next month, buy this the third month, buy this the fourth month. You know what I mean? Like, that is a really good business plan. I feel like, you know, we should probably, hopefully we can get to some point like that in the future. But I just feel like now, I just want to do when it feels appropriate. But Blasey's been on my ass saying like, bro, you need to drop something new. And we said, we don't want to do shirts again. We want to keep this one exclusive. Maybe just keep selling it on the website. Also, by the way, I'm sorry, guys. I haven't re-updated the website. I just need help with someone who knows about Shopify. But everything's going to be taken care of this week. I'm doing a lot of errands. Not errands, but shit for the channel this week. Upcoming week. Anyways. That's what... Oh, yeah.
No, I think I agree with that. We should keep, like, updating new things to, like...
How often, though?
I don't know. Like, it doesn't even have to be a shirt. It could just be random items we drop that people will want, that we
can get easily if they want it, right?
Exactly, like how I was saying, like, we should do a rolling tray because we obviously smoke. Or a grinder, like, that'd be cool.
You know what thought goes into my head when I think rolling tray? Working at No Jumper with the amount of custom rolling trays that have come in, it's like okay, I can already
everybody else is getting that amount of custom rolling trays that are just getting sent to them.
But I can already foresee that 10% of our landfills are just custom rolling trays at this point. So many people make these that no one needs them. They're like, bro, I have 8 rolling trays. I don't need another one that says, you know.
Yeah, 10 talks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But I'm not against the idea of making it because I feel like if we make them, they're actually going to use them. But I'm just thinking about, like, in the big term, it's like, bro, I've seen so many custom rolling trays, you know?
I don't know.
But that's what I was thinking about for ideas. The main thing we talked about last time was a ashtray, like with a tent, you know, type of, I don't know, something with a tent or something like that, ashtray. Because you brought that up. Like, we smoke a lot. A lot of our viewers smoke. A custom ashtray would be perfect.
Yeah, something like that.
And also the thing
not
with
opposed to those ideas.
And also the thing with ashtrays too is like you can have multiple. You know what I mean? Like, because it's good to have multiple ashtrays, and then like sometimes you smoke in different spots. You know what I mean? Like one for the room, one for the living room, one for other places.
Or even a lighter. Lighters would be cool.
That would be interesting one. They are easy to make, but I would want to make refillable lighters. You know what I mean? Like, so that like people can continue using them, because it kind of sucks getting those lighters where it's a cool design and then like once it runs, like the juice roll lighters.
Well, that's the cool thing about lighters, though. They could be sold for cheap, like really cheap.
That's the thing, and people can easily get them or whatever. But I'm thinking about what would be like not our quick small drop, but what would be our new drop? Like, what's the new shirt?
I don't know.
But instead of a shirt, ashtray.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know what I see is really popular right now, as well as water bottles.
Yeah, water bottles are easy to make too.
You know what I don't ever see anymore? The last time I saw this was in George of the Jungle. The gun lighters. Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Remember those?
I don't really remember. No, I don't remember.
It's like a tiny little realistic looking gun, and then like you press the trigger and it has a light on the end.
Yeah, actually, we did have one of those in my house.
Wouldn't that be sick? But then what do we have to do with guns?
Yeah, we have nothing to do with guns. Nothing.
But it's just cool. I just like the idea, I guess.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Or the ashtray could be like a campfire. Like a campfire.
Damn. Oh, and then the ash should just all
Yeah,
dude, that's
right?
No, shh. You're still someone's gonna take our idea.
We're 10 Talks. They can't take that
That's
idea.
true. Yeah, they can't post it, sell it as us. Damn, it's a good idea.
I'm just saying. Like this, but like instead it's like logs and a fire.
Exactly. And then you just like, but then, we would need something custom. Like, what's being burned, though? Mixtapes. A certain artist mixtapes. No, I'm kidding.
Oranges.
Or oranges. Oh, it's surrounded by oranges. Oh, like, that's super custom. I feel like it's going to get so expensive.
I know.
Here's these $500 ashtrays we made out of porcelain or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. That was the random quick topic. But the reason why I brought it up is because it would be cool to get your guys' help. The Discord link is in. Actually, no, we're probably gonna be more active in the comments. If you guys have any ideas for what you guys would think would be a cool new drop for, what we release as like merch.
Oh, I just saw something good too. Shot glasses, we have to do.
Oh yeah, let us know in the comments.
We have to do those.
You know what I saw today? I was gonna buy. I went to a game store today. Should I talk about? I hate talking about this because I honestly I feel dumb because if I know I'm wasting my money a little bit. Not wasting my money, but I'm going out of my way to spend money on stuff I shouldn't really be spending it on.
Squeak on it.
I'll squeak on it. Okay. So every now and then I'll get these fucking inspirations to buy back my youth. You know what I mean? Like get back these things I remember.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I get nostalgic. Bro, if there's one thing I get, it's nostalgic and sentimental. I'm very sentimental and very nostalgic. And there's like certain moments in my life where I just think back to the times I was happy and I'm like, I had these things. I was like, oh man, those things were awesome, like, or whatever. And like, I would just think like, oh, that thing provided so much happiness. Let me get this thing.
Before I knew you, I'm so glad that the first thing I ever got you was that Ratchet and Clank poster.
I'm telling you, that Ratchet and Clank brought me so much
you?
joy, dude. That was a fun ass game. Like I remember, dude. Yeah.
Okay, and see now that he says like nostalgia, like it really is his thing.
Yeah,
he
dude.
loves to be brought back.
And recently, I had
old video games.
I kind of like disappeared. Like mentally I just stopped paying attention to the Game Boy, Game Boy market, the Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, all that stuff. I used to kind of pay attention to it back in the day, and then like I just stopped caring, right? Yeah. Recently, I don't know what got into me, I don't know what inspired me, what YouTube video I saw or whatever it was, but recently I thought about it. I was like, I had like 2 Game Boy SPs from my memory. Like one broke and I got another one, and I had all these Game Boy games. And then I was like thinking like, damn, like how much do these Game Boy games cost right now? I looked it up. Pokemon Fire Red for Game Boy Advance is $90, just the cartridge, and the cartridge is gonna be scratched up with spit on it and all this shit. And then if you want a Game Boy Advance Fire Red unopened, it's $300 right now. And then this crazy pricing extends to everything. A Game Boy Micro at the time was like around $100. Now it's $200. Game Boy SP unopened in a box, $1,000. It's like all this shit is just all of a sudden unobtainable, and I'm like, bruh, I'm late. I'm like, fuck, I'm so late. Like at this point, it's only going to get more expensive. It's not like in 5 years, everyone's going to be like, now these are $10 again. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it's like, that's it. I already missed the bus, and I'm like kind of catching the last of the bus right now. So I had this crazy feeling of like, I fucked up. I missed out. I'm feeling nostalgic. I want to get my childhood back. And I started looking into buying Game Boy games and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm. He's been on the hunt.
I've been buying a couple here and there, not for a lot, like $5, $10 each here and there. Today I went to a store. I forgot the name of the store. It's in a little Tokyo. I really like it, guys. It's kind of like a little cutty store, and they sell all these like old nostalgia games. And anyways, went there today, bought a couple of Game Boy Advance games, and then they told me they're like, we have another store with more Game Boy Advance games if you go to Koreatown. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go over there. Went over there, and I saw a Nintendo DS Lite for $70.
He's been saying he's wanted one. He's been wanting one because he had what Nintendo? Or
so
what
I have a Nintendo DS XL that doesn't have the Game Boy game cartridge slot or whatever. So the DS Lite is the last one they made with the cartridge slot. So I was like, bro, I really need one of these. Saw it for $70, and I was like, I know Riley's gonna be mad at me for this one.
I was not mad.
And then I was like, fuck it, dude. I was like, I'm gonna buy this thing, and I bought it.
I had to give him a hard time, of course, just because that's my nature.
But I got it, and then
but it's all funny.
Riley's like, "Are we gonna be good?" She's like, "Are we gonna be behind on our bills?" I'm like, "Dude, we're fine."
I'm just fucking with him.
I was like, "Dude, we could get this $70 thing." But anyways, I told Riley, I was like, "This is
now it's his new addiction, guys."
No. I explained to you after this car thing, and I'm seeing the prices. No more. I can't. Like we just can't afford it. It's like we just dropped so much money fixing our cars. I'm gonna just be happy with these items I have right now, and I'm like slowly gonna be on OfferUp. If I see stuff for like $10, $5, like I'll get it. But going to these resale stores, bro, like it's crazy, dude. They tax so. It's sad because I remember going to all these same stores, and these same cartridges will be sitting there. People are stepping all over them, and they're selling them for $5. You know what I mean? And now they like dusted them off, and now they're like $90. And you're like, bro, it's so crazy. But I don't know.
I know. I remember there was like this old little local game store called Game Exchange where I was from, and it was just like you could find all the reused games for the low, and so that's where my brother would always go for all his games. And like he would get them for so cheap because people would just bring in fresh games that they didn't ever play with, and he would get them for like hella cheap. And now it's like you have to go to these random like Japanese like marketplaces to find
this shit now.
These things that we just had sitting around at our house.
Anyways, while we're on this,
that's where nostalgia is crazy.
Exactly. But I just want to announce the fact that I stupidly spent $70 on a DS Lite today, and I'm not gonna spend any more money on this stupid shit. But one thing that came into my mind today is I was like thinking in my head, I was like, bro, I have no memory of losing my Game Boy games, selling them. I was like, I would have remembered this shit. Like I remember selling my Nintendo 64 because it was a big deal. I remember breaking one of my PlayStation 2s was broken over some shit or whatever, right? That was a big deal. Like, I have no memory of what happened to my Game Boy game. So the other day I was like, dude, I'm gonna go through all my shit and see what I have. And the only thing I could find was this box of Mario Party or whatever. And you know what's funny? You know when I got that Mario Party box, that's when I was playing soccer in my apartment or whatever. I kicked the carpet. I tried to kick the ball, kick the carpet, break my toenail off. My complete toenail comes off, and I scrape my toe against the dirty carpet, get a crazy infection. I have to spend a month in the hospital because of my infection. And while I was in the hospital for a month, my sisters gifted me that game so I could play it while I was in there. And I still have it to this day from that fucking time that my sisters got it for me. And I opened it up hoping I would still have the game in there, and there's no game, but I have all these pamphlets from all the Game Boy games back in the day. And dude, that shit really got me thinking, is like nowadays they don't have that anymore. It's like nowadays you buy Nintendo Switch and you can buy all the games online. You can buy PS5, you buy all the games online. They don't even want you having the hard copies. And guess what? If you buy a hard copy, you open it up and there's nothing. There's just a disc or just a little fucking, memory card, whatever it is. And just like back in the day, you would get a pamphlet that says all the characters in the game, all the powers in the game, secret things unlockable in the game if you get this far, instructions, safety stuff. And then maybe sometimes you get a poster, maybe stickers. Like you get all this random shit sometimes for like the $40-$50 you spent on a game, and it was cool. And like now I was looking back at my pamphlets, I looked it up, bro, just the pamphlet for Fire Red is $40, just a pamphlet. It's like it's like weird. It's like, do they not want us to have collectibles anymore, or are they just trying to be greedy and make more money? Because it's like,
I think a lot of kids probably just threw a lot of shit away as kids, and there's probably just, I feel like there's enough because it's only like $40 right now. Yeah. But it's getting to that point where it's like, oh, like we need these things back. Like I want this shit back in my life.
Actually, you brought up a good point. Like kids throw a lot of shit away, and now the world is switching towards this like recycling, less waste, less toxics, and toxins in the air or whatever. It's like at the end of the day, that's a lot of extra trees getting cut down for all this fucking pamphlets that a lot of kids realistically aren't gonna keep. And that's why they're worth so much money. It's because 99% of the kids fucking use it as toilet paper.
Yeah, they threw them away.
Or some shit like that. Yeah, exactly.
It got ripped. It got ruined.
So I guess that's...
Their little brother ripped it.
That makes sense. It's like, yeah, you're damaging the environment less by like including less shit. But it just sucks. You know what I mean? Less of an experience buying stuff nowadays.
Exactly.
I feel bad for the kids like who are getting into video games now. You don't really get anything.
Yeah, it's all like downloadable online.
Exactly.
You don't have to even get the whole cartridge if you want.
And like I wonder, do they even like come out with like special games anymore at this point? Like special limited edition like boxes? Like I haven't even seen that for Breath of the Wild or anything like that.
You would know that. I would not.
Just today when I went to that game store, they had like Game Boy Advanced boxes, but it said like special edition, comes with a CD and a soundtrack. And those were like selling for like $200 of like Metroid and like all this stuff. I'm like, bro, it sucks, man. Like I feel like I really missed the train on this shit. I should have really been buying this stuff a long time ago, but then I couldn't afford it a long time ago. Yeah. Can't really afford it now either. Bro, random topic. I thought this was funny. Okay, so apparently in Florida, in a area called Santa Rosa, Florida, some dude broke into a house, and the homeowner took out his gun, shot at the dude, and missed or whatever, right? And then later on in Florida, it's kind of like a big thing for Florida police to make press conferences. Like, I'm sure if you guys keep up with local news, there's this one area in Florida where the cop who makes the press conferences, he goes viral all the time because he just like, I don't know, like he just gives hella details and gives hella opinions and shit. But anyways, this one cop was giving a press conference talking about it, and the news was asking him like, what do you think about the homeowner shooting him? Like, you think that was dangerous? You think they should have done it? And they were like, the cop was like, he's like, actually, here in Santa Rosa, he's like, us police, he's like, we recommend you shoot home intruders. He's like, he's like, number one, it saves the taxpayers a bunch of money, and number two, the chances of a dead burglar intruding again is 0. So he's like, you're like finishing the problem then and there. And I'm like, and everyone's just like, whoa, holy shit. You're basically saying like, no sympathy, just kill these people, right?
Yeah.
But I agree, dude. It's like, you know, the one main argument I saw against them was just like, hey man, you gotta justify killing someone. You gotta see why they're breaking into your house first. No, there's no why you're breaking into my house. It doesn't matter what you're trying to take. If you're breaking my windows,
you're threatening my life.
Yeah, I don't care what you're doing. And once you're breaking my windows, you're coming in here. I'm shooting at you. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's just crazy that the cops said it like that.
Zone.
Exactly.
You're fucking invading my safe zone. No.
But what do you think about that?
I would have to fucking agree too, dude. It's like, I think anybody's going to be like that. If anybody's trying to fuck with your home and your family, like if somebody's invading your house and your kids are in your home, you're going to want to fuck them up.
And
like,
you don't have time.
You don't have time. You don't know what their agenda is.
Exactly. You don't have time to figure it out.
Your kids, no.
It's like if I hear someone kicking my door or like breaking my window, it's like
that risk,
I'm grabbing the gun and I'm like, yo.
Period.
I'm pointing at it. As soon as I see an arm or a leg, soldier boy.
You took the risk. I agree with that.
Bro, it's just crazy that he said that. I guess he was getting a little bit of flack, but you know what's funny also is like the police department, they don't really run by these rules of like they can't really get canceled. You know what I mean? They can like accidentally do something illegal while on the job and they'll get fired for it, but in reality, as for their opinions, I feel like they can have whatever opinions they want. You know what I mean? Because they hire themselves type shit. You know what I mean? They look for they have their own fucking thing that's going on there. They investigate themselves as well. If the police does something wrong, guess who investigates it? The police, not some other company. It's like, I don't know.
That's crazy though. It's a hot take, but
thought it was interesting. But I agree with it. It's like, bro, you don't have time to investigate and be like, excuse me, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Why are you breaking into my house? What are you trying to take? Oh, just my TV. Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. That TV, it's old. You know, it's worth it.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Thought that was fucking funny. You know what's another fucking thing that happened in Florida recently?
What? Which
I thought was kind of like, it got me really thinking. Some mom has like multiple kids. One of her older kids is her 19-year-old son, right? The dad is like he works all the time to like pay the bills and shit, and she's a stay-at-home mom. So the dad is off at work, and apparently the son is like smoking either cigarettes or weed in his room, and his mom comes in and she's like, stop smoking, blah blah or whatever. And then and she closes the door, and then he shoots at the door, and he hits her through the door and he kills her or whatever. And it basically killed his mom because she told him not to smoke anymore. You know what I mean? But he was 19 years old, and it really got me thinking: is like, at what point can you like look at your children and be like, they're being a little sus? You know what I mean? Like at this point, like deuces, like, like you gotta
skedaddle.
You're being kind of strange here. Like, I don't know if you're gonna murder me. I don't know. Like,
dude, I know. Like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I wonder if they had already seen any warning signs about his like strange behavior before, like if he was already kind of like that.
Why does he have a gun?
Why does he have a gun? I don't know. I don't know. That's a different level. I couldn't even imagine getting mad at my mom, like
for smoking in your room.
Yeah,
I would never smoke in my room.
Period.
With my parents there. I would know that they're gonna burst into my room and be like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, are you stupid?" Anyways, and also that's a pussy move where he's just like, instead of like closing the door and you're like, damn you mom and dad, I hate you, he goes bah, 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 bah. Yeah. It's like, bro, that's crazy.
He's obviously mentally ill.
That's insane, man. I don't know.
That's so sad. I couldn't. Oh god.
What I'm really thinking is like, as a parent, you know what I mean? Like at the age of 18, you really got to think like, this person's capable of murdering me. What like
But that's
do they
your
have these
baby. You don't
do they
even-
have these signals?
You don't even think that's a possibility. You don't think that they're gonna
Yeah.
do that. Probably. I bet you she never thought that would ever happen.
I wonder if he thought like, oh no, I just shot my mom. I just wanted to show how angry I was. Like, I didn't mean to shoot her. And the next thing you know, she's dead. Boom, boom. And apparently also I didn't hear the whole story, but apparently the kid wasn't arrested immediately. Apparently they took her to the hospital. She was pronounced dead. And then 4 or 5 hours later, the sheriffs heard from another person, from like one of the children, that like, oh yeah, I think my brother did it. And then they arrested the brother like 4 or 5 hours later.
Oh
Didn't even know.
God, dude. I thought one of the siblings was calling in the house.
Calling the police?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But maybe the kids didn't even know what the fuck happened. You know,
I
maybe
don't know.
he wasn't
This is
admitting
so
it.
scary, dude.
You know what this is kind of reminding me of, though? Is Riley recently put on this documentary for us to watch.
It's not a documentary.
Oh, what is it?
It's
Dramatization?
Yeah, it's a dramatization. It's just a series about a real life
What's her name?
case. Michelle Carter.
Michelle Carter. Okay, so you guys have probably seen this shit. It was covered on Phil DeFranco covered it. Drama Alert covered it. A bunch of news companies or whatever organizations covered this or whatever. But basically, some 19 or 20-year-old guy. I think he was like 19 or 20-year-old guy. He like committed suicide.
I think he was like 17, 18.
Oh shit, like 17, 18, like 17-year-old kid committed suicide in like Massachusetts, and the police went through the kid's phone and then saw that he had like all these messages with this girl where the girl seemed to be his like crush or his girlfriend or something like that, some romantic situation, but like he would be telling her like, yo, I'm trying to kill myself, and she'd be like, do it, you can do it, babe, like you got this, don't give up on killing yourself. And like
It was so weird.
and apparently like she talked to him until the end that he killed himself, and all this information was already out through all these news things. And I remember Riley brought up this documentary a while ago, and I was just like, I was like, I don't really want to watch it, like I already feel like I already know everything. But we started watching it, we're like 6-7 episodes deep, and bruh, this shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it was like there's a bunch of things that we didn't realize actually happened. Like I feel like when we heard about the story, we thought it was a serious relationship. Like everybody knew about their relationship, and I didn't even know they were from different like parts of town, honestly.
Far, apparently.
Yeah, far apart. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But
Yeah, but like like Riley's saying, when I honestly feel like when Keemstar and the other people presented this news, it was like girlfriends' texts. You know what I mean? Like, or lovers' texts. It was like maybe they didn't have all their information, or maybe they just didn't have the time to include like the full detail of how complicated the relationship was. But like Riley was saying, like they both lived in Massachusetts, but far away from each other, and they just happened to meet one day, and they like started hanging out here and there or whatever. And we haven't got
they were
that.
both on a trip, like a summer trip for a couple of days.
Yes. And they met each other there.
They met each other there, and then they went back to their hometowns, and they just kept in touch through text.
Exactly. But basically, this dude, like I was saying, was trying to commit suicide, and instead of like her doing the all fucking normal thing as any fucking person would do, is just like, what are you talking about? Like calling them immediately, being like, yo, like, why are you? Like, let me meet up with you. Like, what's going on? Like, whatever. She just like, what? Like, you do it. Like, don't give up. Like, and apparently he tried it before, and she was just like, you can do it this time and stuff like that. It's like and he committed suicide, and her texts were like they were exchanging texts like up until 5-10 minutes before he died. So she was like pumping him up the whole time, because
he was like scared to do it, and then because he like gassed himself in his truck. That's how he died, with a water pump. And he was like scared, and he got out of the car, and he texted her like, I got scared, blah blah blah, and she's like, go back inside, blah blah blah.
No.
You can do it.
Oh,
and that's like that was the last thing,
bro. And
it's just so strange because none of her family knew who he was.
That was weird.
And like
like I said, we didn't see
his family didn't know who she was.
We didn't see any of this information, but this dramatization or this video or what's it called? This series, they already have all the facts straight apparently. And dude, the girl was just like, oh my god, I feel so sad over this guy dying, and her family was like, who are you talking about? Like, you never even brought up a guy once. You know what I mean? Like, was this some random dude you just met? Like, that just happened to pass away? Like, and apparently, okay, so in the I don't feel bad for spoiling it because I feel like a lot of people might not even watch it. And like a lot of information's out already. But what the fuck? Oh yeah, so he passes away, right? And then she tries to throw a baseball game in like as a fundraiser for people with health with mental issues, like, you know, aka like, you know, suicide awareness type of event. And then she meets up with his best friend to plan this shit. And actually I think he was planning something first. He was saying, I'm thinking about doing something, and she's like, oh, let's do a baseball game. And then not only let's do a baseball game, instead of doing it in his hometown, let's do it in this one area where I live and I grew up, but he's only been here once.
No, he has never been there.
Oh, never even been there. So apparently he's never even been to this area. She's like, let's do it in my hometown. And then an hour away. And the best friend who she was planning it with, he calls her and he's just like, hey man, like I see, or hey girl, he's like, hey, I see you planned this fundraiser in your hometown. Like, why? Like he's never been there before. And she's just like, oh, he's always wanted to come here, and I already put the deposit down, even though she didn't. She lied about that. She put the deposit down later. And basically it was already getting weird. You're like, what the fuck? Like, why is she kind of making this more about herself, right? And then this is where I'm not sure if this is all real, because who knows how they got this information, but maybe the mom said this. But even during the fundraiser event, she's like talking with the mom, and the mom's just like fucking sad. Her son just committed suicide and all this shit. And she's talking with the mom, and then she sees that they're taking group photos next to him. She's like, one second. And during a serious conversation, runs over and starts smiling for this group photo. And you're like, you really start realizing, like damn,
this
like
girl is...
She is selfish. Like, she wants to make this whole thing about herself for some reason, for some strange reason. And then we haven't gone to the end yet, but at that point you start thinking, like, she's being selfish and making it all about herself, and then she kind of pushed them to commit suicide. I feel like she wants the empathy of as a girl who lost a boyfriend. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what she wanted.
And then it like comes out like she's obsessed with like these certain shows.
Oh, yes.
And like movies and stuff, and like both of the things that they like kind of connect her like close to, like the shows she liked, are in those situations where the boyfriend had passed away and the person gets like a bunch of empathy for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was the one?
Glee. One was Glee.
One was Glee, and then like there was another one.
The Fault in Our Stars, which she just like quoted, but it was like another like situation where the boyfriend passes away. And
so that's where I'm
just like, maybe she was just like super obsessed with these things and
happening to her.
She wanted that same like life.
That's so fucked up. So she selfishly told this fool to kill herself so she could have this feeling of like, oh, my boyfriend died. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That's fucked up. She's insane, dude. Anyways.
It's called The Girl from Plainville.
Oh, yeah, The Girl from Plainville.
We're still working on it. So.
We got to the point where the investigators took her phone and they're like going through her text messages. Honestly, they already had his phone, and his phone already has the to's and fro's, and he already went through it, and he already sees that like she's been pushing him, so he's like needs more info.
But
apparently.
He was deleting messages, they were saying.
Oh, he was.
So that's why they needed her phone.
Bruh, that shit's fucked up, dude. Honestly, it's just like, what can you even tell a person? You know what I mean? Like, you think you're in love, and then like, bro, it's so weird. Honestly, it's like me. I feel like, okay, I'm not in the emotional distress this dude was, so I feel like I would easily be able to see a girl telling me to do something harmful to myself, being just like, what?
You're fucking
this
weird.
bitch is crazy. You know what I mean? But I feel like he really trusted her and like loved her and was just like,
in that mindset already.
Bruh, that's fucked up.
It's so sad.
Fuck her. Hopefully she rots in jail forever.
Real, dude.
I bet you. How? Oh, I think they're trying to charge her manslaughter.
Actually. It's sick.
How long is manslaughter? Depends on where you're from.
Life, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
Shit. I don't know. Okay. Should we get into the Johnny Depp? Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait,
let's do packages?
Yeah, packages,
Wait, can I take a potty break?
Oh, yes. Go take a potty break. I have one little random comment or topic. I'll just have one word to say, or one sentence to say about it really quick. I just thought it was funny. And it's not even news, to be honest. Like, me saying this is just like, I feel even stupid even pronouncing this or making this seem like it's even news, where, bruh, if you feel or if you believe anything that any politician is telling you, it's like, bro, you're crazy at this point. It's like every time I feel like it's the same thing on both sides. They promise one thing, they get into the power, and they're like, that thing I was promising was actually super unrealistic. You know what I mean? Sorry, bro. And like, and that happens every time. And I basically just today, I thought it was just so funny because it was like verbatim. The way Joe Biden said it was so fucking funny to me. When Joe Biden was trying to get into presidency, one of the main things that I saw a lot of news, places covering was like, Joe Biden wants to forgive student debt. And so many people were like, yes, like everyone has student debt. This will make our lives better, and everyone's so hyped, and everyone, wanted to vote for him for that being one of the reasons. And then now, all of a sudden, Joe Biden during a freaking a press conference or whatever it is, they ask him, "No, what's up with the student debt thing? Like you said that you were gonna get rid of student debt up to 50,000." He's like, He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't got. Basically, I forgot exactly what he said, but basically he was like, don't got time to look into that right now. He's like, we're looking into other stuff actually, and basically just says like, no, we're not doing that. Too busy or whatever. And I'm like, bruh. At this point, it's like, dude, you can't. I don't know, man. And there's no other options. It's like it's a two-party system. You really got no one to really vote for. Where it's like you're not falling under the same system regardless. So I don't know what the fuck to do at this point. Anarchy? I don't know. I'm just saying, this shit's crazy. Sleepy Joe. All right.
Oh god, Sleepy Joe.
P.O. box, guys. To this day, I still get so many DMs of people going, "Yo, Yuri, what's your P.O. box and what are your sizes?" We forgot to include the sizes, but for anyone, we're about to open everything we've gotten in P.O. box this week. But for anyone wondering how they can send this, merch or stuff that you guys make or anything like, to support the podcast, like anything you guys want to send us, our PO box address is in the description. It's in the description of all our podcasts. And I'm large, Riley's medium, size 32,
6, I guess,
10 and a half,
or
4,
6 or 4,
10 and a half, and
9. Las Cienega, baby.
So those are our sizes, and our PO box address is PO Box 3183 North Hollywood 91609. It's in the description. Anyways, now we're gonna get into this shit. So first box is this. I recently also, this is why I'm stopping buying this stuff. I recently also, from a person in the chat, I purchased a Game Boy SP. Also,
another one.
Also for $70. No, the other one that person gave it to me for free. Yes, shout out to them. But this one I purchased for $70. I thought this was the package that it came in, and I was wrong. But I quickly saw that it had a shirt and hat in it, and I didn't look at it, so I said we would react to it on stream. So this is from Erickson Estrada. Open it up, babe. What do we got in here? Ooh, okay. What is it? No way! Is it it?
Yeah.
No way! Oh my fucking god! It is it!
Damn.
Holy! Shout out to Erickson Estrada, bro. What the fuck? It is the Game Boy SP. Oh my god! I just came myself.
I know you.
And
did.
it came with the Bionicle game, and it has a charger, bruh. Okay, we're ending the stream so I can play this right now, dude. No way! And a little action figure of Darth Vader. What the? Holy bananas. Okay, so I have to say this right now. God, oh my god, I wish I could quickly find his DM so I can is there a note or anything?
No.
Because hold on. Dude, this is what sucks, guys. Is like I have so many messages incoming sometimes that's like it's hard to find specific things. From like certain messages that I want to find, bro. I can't find it, but I will post this on IG later today, guys. Please check out my IG later today. The person who I bought this Game Boy SP from, he gave me a very good price of $60. I gave him $70 for shipping or whatever. He also has a vintage clothing company, so I'm gonna post that vintage clothing company on my Instagram later today, and I believe that this is like one of the pieces, and this is fire. This is the Fantastic Four or like the Super Squad?
Some superhero.
Some superhero. This is fire, dude. Thank you so much for this.
Let me see.
And then we also have a Quaker State racing hat. This is fire. I actually really fuck with this hat right here.
Yeah, that's fire.
Hold on. Oh, damn, the headphones were hurting my ears. Whoops. Boom. Got the Quaker State hat ski.
It.
Thank you so much to Erickson Estrada. Here, let me search Erickson Estrada, but I don't think this is the name. This is where I was confused. I don't think this is the name he DM'd me under. I think he DM'd me under.
Maybe somebody just sent you another Game Boy.
Bro, if that happened, I'm gonna literally come myself right now. Yeah, I think this is from someone else.
Dude, somebody might have
I'm not
sent
sure
you another
though.
one.
Bro, this is... Oh, it just turned on immediately? No way. Oh my god, and the screen is perfect. No way.
Game Boy.
Bruh, hold on. There's a game in here. It's the Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. I think this is from that person. And then there's a Bionicle game as well. Bro, I'm so hyped. At this point, I just want to collect any game cartridges possible.
I think this is the name.
Is this it? Oh, shit. And also, we have a Dragon Ball Z Super Card game card. This is Zarbon, the Emperor's attendant. And then, okay, so I think this is it. Bro, if this is from a different person, I'm going to shit myself. Bro, hold on. FUA IOL. Oh, wait. I think this is... Oh, okay. No, this is from the same person. Okay, so thank you so much, Erickson. Okay, this is why I couldn't find his things, because he has a completely different name. But let me find his vintage clothing company so I can give that a shout out. Just to give you guys, just to give his IG a shout out, it's at FUAIOL. FUAIO. Huge shout out to you, Erickson, man. Thank you so much, bro. If you guys can, go to his IG, drop a like, drop a comment saying shout out to you, bro, Harmonious game or something like that. I can't find his vintage brand in here. Maybe it's fuck, dude. I don't know. Oh wait, I found it. Okay, so his vintage brand is on Instagram at PULGAPAL. Paul Gapal. PULGAPAL. Please, guys, if you can, go drop some love for this dude. He really hooked me up here.
You're so happy,
bro. I'm so fucking juiced. Gave me the 2 games. Another Game Boy USB. Is the other one red as well?
I think so.
We got 2 red ones. I'm hyped that the screen works is a little bit more visible here, so I can actually play this one. I'm super hyped. Thank you so much for the card, and also this vintage, I guess, Darth Vader action figure. Let's go, dude. We got the thing. I'm hyped. Okay, thank you for that. Next, we have this package from Sacred. You want to open this up? Should I grab something sharp?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there's scissors right there on the table.
Oh, yes, you're right.
But I got it, I think. Yeah, I got it.
Damn, how'd you do that?
I'm cool like that.
Bro, I'm so hyped, bro. Thank you so much, Erickson. You have no idea how much that means, man. Thank you so much for the good price on the SP, for the 2 games and the card and the action figure and the merch. I mean the shirt and the hat. Thank you so much. Jeez, sorry.
You're gonna be dripping.
Oh, damn, Sacred. Oh, yo, this is my favorite color, number 1.
That is so nice.
This is my favorite color. I've
love
been really falling in love with trucker hats recently. Let's switch out hats again, I guess. I've been really falling in love with trucker hats recently. Oh my god, look at the inside.
It looks so good.
The inside's like a sweatband, bro. This is also super fire. Sacred. I really like your truckers.
That looks so good.
Whoa, who did I see you rocking this? I saw someone wearing the same. I think it was House Phone, dude. Thank you so much, Sacred. You bark, we bite. Thank you so much for this, man. This is fire. What size is this? Large?
Extra large.
Extra large. Dang, we could both rock this.
Thanks.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. You rock my stuff all the time. That's why I say
I'll
that.
definitely be rocking it. It feels comfy and it looks cute as fuck.
Okay, so this is the last one. This is heavy. This is from, oh my god. This is from Amended Garments.
Jeez Louise.
You want to open that up while I spark the next
Can I
joint?
get the scissors?
Oh, yes. Here's the scissors. So this is from Amended Garments. Bro, I'm sorry if I keep repeating this.
Ooh,
you just stabbed me. I'm sorry if I keep repeating this, but
You called me an extra large.
I cannot. You really did stab me, though. I can't believe you hooked it up with this thing, bro. Very, very, very good price. If you guys know how much these things cost right now, he hooked me up, especially with the 2 games as well. Thank you, man, so much. I'm freaking out on that. Bro, I'm bleeding. No, I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
Isn't the package heavy, though?
Yes.
Bro, this Amended Garments spent $16 just for the shipping of this package because of the weight. So I really, really, really appreciate that. But it is isn't it what's with those, one of those boxes, like pre-scaled boxes? You could fit whatever the fuck you want in there.
It's called forgot.
Oh.
It has cat hair on it.
It does? Amended USA with cat hair. I don't blame him because when we were packing our clothes,
there's definitely cat hair on our merch.
yeah, there's definitely cat hair on some of the Tent
And
Talks
I love
tees,
it.
and also Riley hair as well.
I love the embroidery.
Dude, yeah, I
and
just
love the
realized
colors.
it's embroidered. It's small as well, so that's definitely your size. Anything on the back?
I really love the colors. I love green.
Do you know?
Dip me in green.
Oh my God, I see jeans, bruh.
That literally did not work at all.
Well, you tried to throw. Okay, just put it right there for now. Oh, okay, we have another one.
Looks so cute.
This is another small. Damn, you're gonna be fitted, dude.
No, this is large.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he said I'm gonna be fitted.
I like the gray too. Damn.
What is that? Shorts?
Overalls? Oh no, a bag.
Oh, wait, it's a jean bag.
This is fire.
Yo, that's cool. And look, it has a amended what's it called? What is this thing called? Patch on the front. That's fire. I thought it was a skirt. Dude, the inside is cool too because the inside has another jean pocket with like a Harley Davidson pocket.
Oh my God.
It's like a Harley Davidson shirt.
Babe. Look at this.
Yo,
This is
wait, bro, what size is that? I feel like
cute.
no way. Dude, this is fire. Amended
This
garments.
is so nice.
What, the inside is flannel too,
Oh
bro.
my
Well,
God.
you are a beast with the sewing machine, dude.
This is dope.
Hold on, let's see if this thing fits. Bro, look at I like the
It's so cute.
color variations of the jeans and all the additional pockets. This is cool.
I love it.
This definitely fits.
That is fire.
Bro, this is
I love it.
sick, dude. What the fuck? I feel like I'm back in the 60s
That
or
is
70s
so
or something like that.
cute.
Bro,
That looks
what
so,
the hell?
That looks so perfect.
Damn, these pockets are super, super dope. These top pockets are super sick right here as well.
Thank you so
Damn,
much.
yeah, thank you so much for this amended garments, bro. Shout out to you guys. I need to post this shit, bro. What the fuck?
I love that.
All right, is that it?
Yep, that's
Dude.
it. Look at you. You look all fitted.
I know. I started the podcast looking all fucking different, dude. What the hell? Dude, this jacket's hard as fuck, man. Bro, you know I'm wearing this to Disconnected.
I know, that is...
You guys are saving me from ridicule of wearing the same shit over and over
I'm
at Disconnected.
definitely stealing that too.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Amended Garments.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Erickson. Thank you so much, Sacred. Thank you guys. That was fire. That was a good package opening. I look all fucking
I
drained.
know, you're like, that was a great one.
That was a good one, babe. Anyways,
Fire.
bruh, let's get into... Okay, first thing I have to say is I've been seeing a couple memes going around saying, look at all of America paying attention to this Johnny Depp shit when there's this Ukraine situation going on and all this political stuff going on, and it's just like... We've talked about this many times over and over and over again. The politics shit is just so complicated and so confusing and so convoluted and so full of lies that it's not to say that the celebrity stuff isn't either, but it just happens to be trending, and it's weird. Like, Johnny Depp has always been a secretive person that you didn't know really much about.
Exactly.
You never saw him. You never heard anything about him, and then now all of a sudden you're hearing all this shit. So I feel like that's why everyone's talking about it and why we have to too. And I have a strong opinion. I hate this woman.
Yeah, I also heard that too on this podcast that it has been going into depth on the case. It's called Tipsy Till Proven or
Tipsy Till Proven Guilty?
I think.
I like
something
it.
Like that.
What the hell?
I think so. It's something like that. And she was saying the same thing. Like, Johnny Depp has always been a super private person, and like, why would such a private person want to like admit all these like crazy flaws and like random stories
And talk
that
about
are
personal,
recorded?
yeah.
Exactly.
Talk about personal anything, you know?
And so that started to get in my mind thinking too, because like I didn't really know anything going into the case, and so like at first you hear the case like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, man versus woman, she's being abused. You think she's really being abused, and then you hear all this crazy shit she's doing. And it's just like, wow.
It's not even like, okay, so this is what's kind of annoying is like, I feel like for some people with all the news and coverage that's coming out about this, you can get this perception of like, we're just wondering who's done worse to each other, right?
Yeah.
But no, it's like after listening to that podcast Riley was talking about, it's like at first my position, we talked about this before, where my position was, dude, they were divorced. 3-4 years passed by, no word of anything. She sees that there's this like, you know, women empowerment movement coming about, where like a lot of women are like starting to talk about injustices, about like fucked up situations they've been in, and like getting a lot of, you know, coverage and like empathy and like support for it, right? As they should. But she tries to release this book about saying like how I survived. Like I forgot what the title of the book was. We should have researched it. We keep saying this, but it was like basically something about how she survived some traumatic relationship, talking about how she has PTSD and deal with all this fucked up shit. And then ever since that book was released, he like lost his roles. And then now he's like, I guess he countersued her or sued her for defamation or something like that. And then first I heard that, I'm thinking like, it's kind of like a shit throwing contest. Who has more shit to throw at, like from one other side. But then after listening to that podcast, they basically talk about how he like I guess like I forgot what he did initially, but she's the one who like subpoenaed him to come into court. She's the one who said like, I want you guys to go through his text messages and his emails. He never even offered it up. He never like even like said like, what about this stuff she did to me? What about these videos I have? She's the one who brought it to the court and was like, he has all these videos as evidence, like bring it in, and it's gonna prove how bad of a person he was. And it just proved how bad of a person she was, and also it just proves that like he's never wanted this thing to get to this point at all. He's constantly been trying to be private, settle this behind closed doors, figure it out. There was even text saying that he's like super bummed that they're divorcing. He's like, I just want to see you, or he's like, we can only see each other once this divorce is over and stuff like that. And I don't know, dude. It's weird. It
was over once she shitted on the bed. After she shitted on the bed, that's when he was like, "No, what the fuck? How could I have ever married you?" Like,
that's what he said.
Yeah, he was saying all that shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, if you pooped on my bed or on our bed as like a fuck you, Yuri, I shit on the bed, clean it up, I'd be like, whoa. I post on IG. Usually, like we stay away from covering our arguments on social media, but I'd post and be like, you guys will not believe what Riley just did. She pooped on my bed.
Bruh. I wouldn't even know what to do. I would just be like, are you kidding?
Or maybe I would just text it to my family or something.
You're pulling a Lola right now? You're pulling a fucking...
You asshole.
Straight up. And it was on her birthday.
Oh, and her 30th birthday as well. Like, what a way to enter the new year.
But yeah, after that, it was like when he was like, I'm done. That's when they officially like got the divorce.
Dude, you know what's crazy? From my perspective of how things have been unfolding is so funny to me, because at first I'm just saying certain little clips of like the court cases, right? Or like when they're standing on trial and shit, right? And the couple things I saw was like Amber Turd getting called out for promising a $3.8 or $3.5 million donation and not doing it, and they're going through the numbers saying that she realistically only donated $350,000. Elon Musk donated $500,000, other people donated $1 million, and it led up to 3.5. And Johnny Depp himself, her husband at the time, donated $100,000 of his own money or whatever. And then at first you're thinking like, oh, weird how she's promising this donation, blah blah. And then after listening to the podcast, I didn't realize that after their divorce, like she divorced him, and then she got rewarded, or she through her divorce. You can divorce and not ask for money, by the way. She divorced and got $3.8 million out of him, and then everyone's like, "You gold digger, you gold digger." Yeah. And then she was like, "You know what? To prove I'm not a gold digger, I'm donating all my money to charities, right?" And then she thought, it's so easy to be like, I'm doing. Even for us, imagine we said we're donating $100 to charity. Who's gonna be able to check in on that, right? Yeah. She says I'm donating $3.8 million, thinking no one's gonna check in on that, and then apparently because of this court case they checked in on it. I guess she legally didn't have to donate it at all, but she promised. She said, I'm not a gold digger, I don't need the money, I'm giving it all away. She only gave away $350,000 and kept the rest.
Right.
$3 million and more.
So she lied to everyone.
So she lied to everyone selfishly to keep the money.
Bad luck.
Called herself out because she subpoenaed this information to come in. Pooped on his bed. I still don't know who's the verdict is on the finger thing.
I know. That's the next episode I have to listen to. Is all about the finger situation.
Because the finger situation is interesting. I don't know. Really seems like she did it.
But they were also saying on the podcast, like they were breaking down like some of Johnny Depp's earlier relationships, and he was like dating the model Kate Moss. And
there's Skate Moss.
Really?
The skater, yeah, girl who made the terrible merch.
I don't know. But he was dating Kate Moss, and like I guess they like were in a hotel room or like in their apartment penthouse or whatever, and they had like a bunch of noise complaints of domestic calls were called on them, And once the police got there, the whole apartment was like ripped apart. Things were broken. Shit was like all fucked up. And the police were like asking Johnny what happened here, and he was like, a wild armadillo. Like just ran around the apartment.
A wild armadillo.
Yeah, and so
wrong.
I was just like, okay. Now looking at him in the court right now,
how he destroys shit. You're like, oh, it was him.
Yeah. Well, obviously that's a wild armadillo ran across this fucking apartment.
Just like
an armadillo.
Freaking out. That's funny.
But yeah, I just thought that was funny. But like, there's already been like cases of that from years ago.
Yeah. You know, it's another funny situation. I feel like, I'm not sure if you heard it or not, but apparently Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were in the middle of an argument, and there was like security guards around and stuff, and she got so mad that they lived in like this apartment in Hollywood or something like that she chucked his phone out of the window. And he was like, dude, I have a lot of important information and contacts, I can't lose that phone, like can't leak that information, right? And then so they pay some security guard to go on a mission to find this phone, and he said that they were in West Hollywood, or like they were 7 to 8 miles away from Skid Row when it happened. But he said that when he went to go look for it, he was like, within an hour it was at Skid Row. He's like, I went to Skid Row, found this homeless guy who was very upfront about finding a phone, and he was like, I paid him $420 to retrieve the phone. And I'm just like,
$420.
Yeah. And then, you know what's funny? They had a clip of the security guard talking on stand and Johnny Depp sitting there listening. And then when the security guard said we paid him $420 for the phone, Johnny Depp was like,
yeah,
he was like,
what I'm saying.
He was like laughing to the side, dude.
That's why the armadillo situation was so funny when I heard that, because it's just like that. He likes to fuck around.
He's just a troll.
Yeah, he's just a troll.
But that's what's also like, you know what's interesting is she said the only reason why I'm suing you is because you said you were gonna make me homeless. You said you're gonna kick me out of all of our houses and like not give me nothing. And then he's like, I never said that. He's like, I said I would give you my penthouse in downtown Los Angeles, and I bet you with Amber Heard, it was a situation where she saw that Johnny Depp has multiple $1 million properties, and he has his one couple, you know, penthouses that are really good but not as great as his $1 million properties, and she was probably like, he's giving me the crappy one.
He had multiple properties, and her friends lived there rent free at his properties.
Bruh,
that's
crazy.
Another thing I heard.
You know what's even funnier is I saw this one clip talking about how, honestly, I don't know if it's like Johnny Depp's team trying to defame her at this point, but I'm seeing a lot of clips being recommended to me saying, Amber Heard's stupid here, Amber Heard's being dumb there, blah blah. And then I saw this one clip getting recommended saying Amber Heard's lawyer is the worst lawyer ever, and it was basically like Amber Heard brings on the same doctor who gave her the PTSD test and said that she was a complete liar. Her lawyer was just like, she's like, funny how you said my client is failed her PTSD test. She's like, it says right here, talking to the doctor, and she's like, it says right here you went on a date with Johnny Depp. And then the lawyer's like, she's like, a date? She's like, what are you talking about? And the lady's like, she's like, on this date you went over to his house for dinner. And she's like, actually, she's like, no, she's like, that's when he hired me. Like they had hired her for a certain case, or like to be a doctor for something, right, like that, right? And there had to be a job interview. She's like, that was my job interview. And she's like, it says that there was dinner served during the job interview. She's like, yeah. She was like, there was dinner served. But she was like, it was just a job interview. She was like, it wasn't just me and Johnny Depp having dinner. It was like multiple people. How do rich people do it? Rich people sit down for fucking dinner. You know what I mean? Like, rich people have the money to be like, come over. Like, we're going to have, you know what I mean? They'll have some fucking things laid out on the, like, no one's going to eat it.
Yeah.
You're just there to talk. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's what she said it was going to be. And then basically the lawyer's like, looks like an idiot there. I forgot what else, but literally like 6 to 7 other things the lawyer keeps trying to pick at this doctor, trying to make her, like make her seem like she doesn't have the credentials, or she's being shady or something like that, like so they wouldn't trust her whatever she's saying. And everything she said was wrong. Everything the doctor was just like, no, you're wrong, I have proof here. No, you're wrong, I have proof there.
God.
And it got to this point where everyone's just like, shut up. Like what are you talking about at this point? You're just bringing up a bunch of shit that doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of lawyer are you? It's crazy.
Those days go on for like hours.
Bruh.
Well, this week she's gonna be talking, I guess.
Amber Heard?
Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize it was already week 3. I'm like, there's so much I have to catch up on. Not even in the first week.
Honestly,
even finished the fucking first week.
It's like, it sucks. I don't know, dude. How do you feel about?
It's just sad.
But let me ask you, how do you feel about, what are they called? those things you get for marriages. So you like
a prenup.
A prenup. How do you feel about that?
I think it's weird.
It's weird.
I don't know.
I feel like
I think it's. I guess it's for people who have a lot of money, right?
Yeah, I feel like if you're already a millionaire and you're marrying another millionaire, I feel like it's just normal. You know what I mean? I feel like for people who aren't in that financial bracket, it just kind of, for you or me, it really wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
But like for someone like him, I feel like no matter how in love you are with someone, I feel like just financially, it sucks though, because this is what we were talking about with the bad baby situation, how she has $50 million or whatever. It's just like, once you have $50 million, your new job, you have a job. Guess what? You just got a job without knowing it. Your job is to make sure this money lasts. You can be an idiot and just throw it on whatever, but no, and that's called being bad at your job. But your job now is to make your money last, right? And it's just like, I forgot what I was getting to at that point before I brought up bad baby.
Your thoughts on the prenups?
Oh yeah, it's just like, it sucks though, but when you're a millionaire, it's like that's your responsibility, is like, look at your money and be like, does she really deserve $4 million? And then especially if we have a kid now with this.
No, I mean, like, if you're in that situation, yeah, but like for me personally, I don't know. I've never seen my family do that. You know, my family has had a prenup.
I've been seeing that argument being brought up a lot more and more recently, of like the whole thing about child support, especially with rich people. It's like a lot of rich people, they're like, most of the time, dads do want to be there for their kids. It's kind of rare. You know what I mean? Almost like it is rare for a mom to not care about her kids. It's rare for a dad to not care about his kids. Most of the time, a dad does want to be there. And then, like, a lot of times, a rich dad will be able to have the financial circumstances to take the time off, to work, you know, take the flights, do whatever to be with this kid. And then on top of doing all that stuff to be with your kid, they're like, we want $20,000 a month for childcare. And I've been seeing this argument again brought up more and more about how, like, it's bullshit, dude. It's like, there has to be some sort of regulation of looking at prices. You know what I mean? Look at milk prices, look at diaper prices, and there has to be a maximum of how many diapers you can buy in a year. You're not buying 50,000 diapers a year. You know, I don't know how many diapers kids go through, but it's like
yeah, I don't either.
It's like there has to be a cap. You know what I mean? There has to be an average. How much is the average?
I think a lot of people do abuse that shit. Don't get me wrong.
It's like, what's the average amount of money you need to spend on a kid in a year? That's how much you should be getting. It's like it gets to this certain point where I agree. Like, a lot of moms, I feel like they like look at their lifestyles and they're like, no, I can't go back to driving a Toyota Corolla. You know what I mean? Like, I need all this money or whatever. It's like, that money is for me to maintain my lifestyle, so I'm happy as a mom, so I can be a good mom. It's like, no, shitty excuse. Get out of here. You know? Yeah. I don't know. I think that's what Black China has been arguing recently too. How she had to get rid of her 2 cars, and now she's like
3 cars.
And now she's suing because like her show didn't get taken on. No one wants to watch a Black China show.
No, she's saying that Kris Jenner and Kylie took her down, where it's like, no, the ratings were down, sis.
I don't watch the Kardashians. I don't want to ever want to watch the Kardashians either. But just seeing the content and the information that's come out about Blac Chyna, how she is as a person, I wouldn't be interested in watching it.
She's just mean.
That's what I'm saying. She's just like out, and there's funny mean people.
And even
there's funny mean people where they're just like, it's funny to see this guy who doesn't care about, or this person, a man or girl who doesn't care about anything. They're just like a certain type, but like you could just like look at her and be like, dude, like it's like you know, your morals ain't right here. You know what I mean? Like something's wrong.
Well, even Rob and Tyga were like, we literally have our kids basically the whole week. You have them like 2 to 3 days a week. And
you want all this money.
Yeah. And we pay for their school.
Do you think they talk to one another?
Probably.
They're like, bro, we're so stupid. Why?
Maybe they don't, because I think they were both kind of surprised that they were commenting on each other's comments.
Oh, really? That's funny. They both commented saying this. She's tripping.
She's like, that's funny. I have my kids Saturday through Friday, blah, blah, blah. Or like, yada, 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 bro. You know? And I pay $40K for their school.
Justice for Rob, bro. I forgot. It's already been brushed under the rug. But when their breakup happened, I remember we were together still. I don't know. We were together at that point. And dude, so much information came out about how shady she was being and how obvious it was that she literally just had this kid just for the money. Their relationship was just weird to begin with. She had this kid and then dips out. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're just like, what? And there's so much more information coming out about how she was so shady. Her new boyfriend was wearing his robe, Rob's robe, on Instagram. God. Like, like people were putting it together, like, yo, that's Rob. Like, it was so bad, dude. And like, you just look at her and you're like, bro, you're an evil fucking person, dude. You look at money. Like, there's some people who look at money, and they like worry. They love money more than they do like actually being a person, you know? Yeah. And like, I feel like she's one of them. She's more worried about money.
Definitely.
Than anything else.
I think that's obvious. Hello.
Bruh, speaking of the Kardashians though, I watched a little bit of what Riley was watching the other day, the new Kardashians.
It's very well produced.
I cannot.
It's way better than the E version.
Okay, you know what actually came into my mind when I saw that is, you know how, I'm not sure if you heard this or not, but like when people have serious drug addictions, like meth, heroin, or something like that, they say that like if you're addicted for 2 years, it takes you 4 years to get clean. If you're addicted for 10 years, it takes you 20 years to get clean. It takes you double the amount to get completely out of it. You know what I mean? Get rid of all the facial stuff that happens to your teeth. Like, it takes a long time, right? Jenner, the mom, Chris,
she's crazy.
Bro, Chris, like watching her, it's like she's been so rich and so out of the realm of a normal person. There's 90. I feel like a lot of people forget about this, especially with Instagram. There's 99% of America, which is we're 2 to 3 paychecks away from being homeless, and there's 1% of America, and they're like them. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like they don't even get fazed by the normal problems that all of us have.
Yes.
And dude, like watching, I forgot what I watched, like 20 minutes of it. I hated her. I was like,
she's ridiculous.
I was like, bro, it's like, I feel like it is 99% of the audience or 90% of the audience just hate watching, or do they really like these people? Because dude,
it's just because their lives are so insane where it's just like,
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so
it's addicting to watch that.
The reason
shit.
why I brought up the whole heroin shit example is I feel like she's been rich for so long. There's no going back to normal for her. She's never going to be a normal person. Like, it's crazy, bro. The one scene that really pissed me off, and you compared it to me, which I would never be like this, is they were in a car, and like they were like at the airport, like somewhere or something like that, and they had a driver, and like their fucking their trunk was open, and Chris, she doesn't even like turn her head. She's trying to call someone. She goes, "Close the trunk."
Yes, like.
And then like 10 seconds passes by, nothing happens. She's like,
"Oh my god."
She's like, "Close the trunk." And she doesn't look at the driver. Go, "Hey, excuse me. Could you close the back trunk? I'm about to call someone. You know, you're my employee. You know, it's comfortable for me to ask you to do that. It's, you know, perfectly justified for you to go close the trunk. Hey, could you go close the trunk?" She just doesn't even look at him. Looks at her phone. "Close the trunk."
Screaming.
"Close the trunk." Looks back. "Why isn't the trunk closed?" And then what was her daughter's name? Chloe's next to her, and Chloe's like, "Oh, could you please close the trunk?" Thank God she says that.
I know, she's like, "Oh my god, can you stop?"
But I was just like, bro, I was like, how fucking like how far are you from reality that you're just talking to people like this, that you feel like he's under my payroll so I can treat him however the fuck I want. You know what I mean? And then she probably knows that like, oh, he doesn't want to work for the Kardashians. Goodbye. I have 30 million drivers who are desperate to work for us. It doesn't matter how I treat you. You know what I mean? Like, and that's, I feel like, how she is.
Yeah, that was getting me hot too. I was just like, she's fucking crazy. Like,
bro, I hated it. I couldn't watch that shit. And then you're watching more and more, and then like what's even worse is What's even worse is Kim Kardashian. She recently got called out for it, where she's just like, girls need to work harder, right? It's being called out that Kim K has this image of herself that she's like this like self-made fucking like person who came from the gutter. It's like, no, you're not, and you don't relate with anyone. No one relates with you at this point. You know what I mean? Like, and she acts like she's relatable, or like she's this epitome of a hard worker. It's like, no, you're not. And I don't know, dude. And what's even crazier, dude, is we were watching the episode where she was doing the skit with Pete Davidson on SNL. And she finishes her whole skit. She finishes her whole like little stand-up thing that she did for 10 minutes. She comes in the other room, and there's 10 people, all of which are her employees, and they're all just like, "Kim, you did such a good job. That was so fucking funny. I was dying laughing." And then she's like, "Really? Did I really do a good job?" And all 10 of her employees who make a living off fucking pleasing this woman are all just like this. They're just like, "Oh, bitch, you killed it. You did so." Like, and I'm like thinking to her, like myself, I'm like, I'm self-aware enough where if I was in that room, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, bro.
It feels very.
I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, there's no way you guys are this hyped about that. Like, bro, I don't know.
Dude,
And she's surrounded by the people
crazy.
like that all the time,
Yes.
who are just like, yes, queen, you did it. You did it yourself.
I could even see where some of the things that they're asking, I'm just like, no. Like, they're like thinking no. And they're
Bruh.
like telling her, like, yeah, totally. Like, definitely. Like, you see it all. Like, it's so crazy.
You know what's even funnier is I thought this was like kind of the producers of this reality show of the Kardashians kind of threw this in as a little fucking side joke, but Kim K had to do a little stand-up thing, right? And she had to put a stand-up thing together, and they're like, we need the best comedian of all to get Kim K right for the stand-up scene, and they're like, let's get the comedian in. And who was it?
Amy
It
Schumer.
was Amy Schumer, and I'm like, it was so funny, dude. I just started dying laughing because I was like, they were like hyping it up. They were like, Kim K is going on stage. We need her to be extra funny. Let's get the best comedian possible. Amy Schumer. Bruh, I don't know. If you just keep up with how much shit Amy Schumer gets for being an unfunny comedian, it's just so ironic. I was like, bruh, who else? who you could, bruh.
Well, Kim even kept the jokes Amy told her not to keep, and I thought those jokes were like the best ones she kept too.
Kim K is gonna be like, with our show is gonna be like our the band that's gonna be what's it called, like opening for our show is gonna be Lit Poppy.
Oh my God, you're
Dude,
so dumb.
it was just on that type of level. It was so ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I honestly felt like the studio or the producers threw that as a little side joke. They're like, let's get Amy Schumer.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Was that inside the house?
I don't think so.
Oh
It
God,
sounded outside.
it did. I don't know. Anyways,
I think that's it.
wait. This
You have
is
anything
the
else?
last podcast as a 27-year-old man.
Yes. Yuri's birthday is on Tuesday.
On fucking Tuesday. There's always like shitty days that your birthday can fall on. Tuesday's one of them.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. But
Going
so
up
you always
on a Tuesday.
I guess so.
I'm gonna play that.
you always
all day.
want it to be on a Friday or Saturday though. You're like, yes, my birthday's on the weekend. Perfect.
know.
That's always hard though.
It's always hard.
Mhm.
You're not gonna have that until you're. I don't know.
I don't like thinking
30
like that.
something.
Oh, God damn it. Anyways, guys,
I'm so excited.
it's
though.
May
I've
1st. Uno de Mayo. Wait, what?
Yeah. I was saying that I've been keeping these presents a secret for so long, and I
yes.
just can't wait to share them with you.
So Riley got me 2 presents I see that are wrapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was like a small package that like we were easily able to put away. Another one was like a big package, and our cat Luffy tore it apart. And I was like, he ruined my present. I was like, babe, he ruined my present. And then, was it ruined?
No.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't gonna be ruined
Jeez, I was worried.
because I was bubble wrapped, and
He tore the box apart though.
yeah, he did.
Asshole.
I was scared though once I saw the.
I told you.
damage.
I
was
saw it.
like-
I was like, babe,
I
the
was like,
boxes. I saw pieces everywhere. It was all open on its side. I was like, I didn't leave it like that. And then that was it.
Well, that's why I kept it on the chair.
Anyways, when was the last time we did this? When like a podcast before my birthday? When was it?
I think I don't.
Was it my birthday on the
remember.
weekend though?
No.
It had to have been Monday,
It had
right?
been
It always
Monday.
skips one
Yeah.
day forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was Monday
Or
last
was
time.
it a Sunday?
I don't remember. I know. I think no, we did Sunday. Then it was the next day, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, Riley said that we're going somewhere. She broke that secret. She said every year we're going somewhere. You got to know that. So where are we going?
I can't tell you.
Still?
No.
Oh, what are you gonna tell me
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it
on my birthday?
on your.
Just do it on my birthday. I feel like
on
that's
if we wanted to go on stream and you could open your presents, or
no. I don't know. Should we open my presents on stream?
if I want to do it the day we're going and I don't tell you till like we're
Surprise
about to
me?
go.
I live here though, so there's only 4 directions we can drive, and I'm gonna be like thinking immediately. Oh, we're going that way, that way, that way, or that way.
No,
I don't know. Anyways,
you're not gonna expect it. That's all I'm gonna say.
really?
Yeah.
I've never talked about it
No.
ever.
No.
So we're going somewhere. So this is another
Maybe.
fucking. What's her name? From that dramatization video we're watching. Plainville girl.
Oh my god.
This is another one of those situations. You're taking me to a place that you like. I'm kidding. I'm
Really?
kidding. I'm joking
Oh
around.
my
I'm messing around.
Yeah. Whatever.
You scared me today though, because I don't know. Maybe you're still covering it up. But today when I went to the store, and I bought the DS Lite, and I called, I called Riley.
Stop.
What?
Really? Because I said about the money shit?
No, I called you, and I was just like, babe, I bought the DS. No, you weren't even mad when I told you. You're like, okay. But then you were like, when I said it, I was like, babe, I bought a DS Lite. You were like, a DS Lite? Okay. I was like, did she give me a DS Lite
no,
too?
I didn't get you that. I thought you were talking about the money stuff. I don't want you to worry about that. Hey, when did you do that?
Well, I always worry about money.
I know.
I'm drippy, bro. Look at my big ass jacket, dude. I could do all types of shit in this thing. This is a good leather. I mean, not leather, jean too. I could skate in this and it won't get fucked up. You know, this is fire shit right here, dude. Haha. All right. Anyways, was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
We have everything.
Mm-hmm.
We covered everything.
Yep.
After show.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Like always, we're gonna get into the after show. A lot of people are upset about this. Oh, also before we end the podcast, a lot of people are upset about how we did the Kane interview and I cut the after show out because I think we've been getting too drunk on stream recently, dude.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
We got emotional crying back to back after the Kane podcast, dude. We were just like, oh, this is sad, that is sad. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe we should slow it down on stream drinking. Cap it at, like, I don't want to become, what's his name? Only Use Me Blade, you know? I feel like on stream, we should cap it at 5 shots.
Okay.
You know? That should be our rule.
Let's do that.
But then you like to take shots before we go on stream, so that's where it fucks us up. Let's only take shots on stream if we're going to drink on stream.
Okay.
We got to follow some rules here, you know?
Do that.
All right, anyways, oh yeah, I was gonna say so a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I got a good amount of DMs of people saying like they were upset that I cut out the after show. They're like, what the hell? There's a lot of good content there. And I said I'm uploading it to the Patreon, and one person in particular has been bugging me near daily saying, what the hell? It's not on the Patreon. What the hell? It's not on the Patreon. Shout out to you for being a Patreon, by the way. Number one, but number two is that's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's all gonna be taken care of this week. There's a lot of stuff that I want to take care of this week. Number one thing is I'm getting all the after shows that we can get uploaded to the Patreon. I will. I had a lot of after shows on my hard drive that recently failed, and I still haven't formatted it because I'm kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that I could fix it somehow. But I feel like it's just gone at this point. So I feel like some after shows, you know, from the past might be gone permanently, but they're old already at this point. But also a lot of the new after shows this week are all going to be cut and gone. I'm going to be going back to episode 1, double checking everything that I cut out, all the after shows, and they're only going to be on the Patreon exclusively. So this after show that we're going to get into right now will also at the end of this night be cut and will be only available on the Patreon starting this upcoming week, I think around Wednesday or Thursday, to be honest. And also, I think I want to finish uploading the parts of the 72-hour stream, but do people still care at this point? It just takes so long, dude. It takes like 75% of a day to upload, and that whole day we basically can't go live. Every time I do that, you know, it's so annoying. Anyways,
up to the peoples,
guys, if you can, please
drop a like.
Yes, drop a like. It really helps us grow as a YouTube channel. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers. It helps you guys, if you're subscribed, get recommended our content, because YouTube has it where even if you're subscribed to someone, if you don't interact with their content, such as liking or even better commenting, then YouTube will slowly start phasing it away from your subscription page. So if you guys drop a like, it really helps us and really helps you get recommended our content. If you guys can, please
drop a comment.
Drop a comment. Say anything you want. Drop a comment in what should they say? Oh, merch ideas.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Drop your merch ideas.
Exactly. Let us know what you guys think we should make. The comments really help as well. But also, you guys won't be able to leave a comment until we end the live stream. I'm getting so hungry, dude. I'm realizing. And then also, drop a sub, guys. If you guys aren't subbed already, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers.
Yes.
But anyways, thank you guys. Peace. All right.
Peace.
Now it's the after show. We're not ending the stream. I always have to say that quickly just so we don't confuse people. But, dude, now I'm realizing how hungry I am.
I know, I'm starving.
Oh, my. What are we going to do for
we
dinner?
Still have the food.
What food?
Leftover.
Oh, yes. How much do you have, though?
Chicken and a half.
Really?
And rice, yeah.
A good amount?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Enough to eat?
Yes.
I feel both of our energies fading because we're so hungry. So we're only going to do a little bit of an after show. I think just smoke one more joint on stream. Shout out to Fudge Willie. Willie. We're going to do another podcast soon. Don't think I forgot about you, bro. Because I've been having a lot of people asking me about doing another one. You know what I mean? Like, let's do part 2s or whatever. But Riley and I just battle with this thing where we only do one a week, right? we have a lot of topics that we want to talk about, and topics are very time sensitive. And if we have a guest on, usually we won't talk about the topics. And by the time we get to a show where it's just you and I, we could talk about the topics, it's already, irrelevant or whatever. So whenever we do a podcast, it's basically like an interview where we just like get to know the person, like talk about them, and you guys get to know them and shit. But that's why that's why we haven't really been doing like the part 2s yet, because like whenever we have a guest, we'll have a guest, and then the next week we'll be like, we gotta have an episode alone so we could talk about this stuff. We talk about this stuff, and then we have a new guest lined up. You know what I mean? And then like every time it's just like some new guest that we're like, oh, this is a cool opportunity, and we don't want to flake on. But if we did more podcasts throughout the week, it would be easier to have multiple people. But we only do once a week, you know what I mean? So that's where it gets difficult. And then we also want to have one podcast at least every now and then where it's just you and I, so we can talk about shit.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring up topics when, we have guests on. Or it's like, be weird.
Right.
Especially if they don't know what we're talking about. It's like, what is this random topic you guys have been thinking about,
Yeah.
Cake?
It's weird to like flow that in the conversation.
Hey,
I guess for part 2, that's like where you could start having just normal conversations, because you already got like how you know them.
Exactly. So I feel like for the part 2s is where we could just dive into the topics. Because honestly, how much Joe Rogan have you watched?
Not that much.
Dude, Joe Rogan has had like multiple guests on like multiple times, like Ari Shaffir, The Machine, Joey Diaz. He's had like multiple people on, like, literally 5-10 times sometimes or whatever. And like you're saying, it gets more and more interesting, because it gets to a point where you have a person on for one time and they're like, we're on camera, we need to make this interesting. Second time, you have that, a little bit fades away. And then by the 10th time, you're like, people just like us talking. We can actually just chill and just talk about whatever. And it gets more comfortable, and I feel like more interesting too, Right. So I definitely am interested in the idea of having guests back on, especially if it's really, because our audio was bad last time.
I'm starved. Should we try these random Japanese
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'll grab them.
And the drink too. I forgot about this, guys. I should talk about this in the podcast. I went to Little Tokyo earlier, like I said, and I grabbed 2 random items. I wanted to grab more, but honestly, I can't tell between what needs to be cooked and what doesn't. I didn't want to grab something that we were just, it would be sickening. But I grabbed these 2 random items. I don't know what the fuck they are, and I figured we should both try them on stream. First one, I think this is fiber. First one
we're gonna be poopy.
Is this little drink. I grabbed it because I like the color of the liquid. It's just like a tiny little bottle. Guys, look at this. It's super, super tiny. Tiny little bottle with like pink rose looking liquid. And it says 5 mini. A lot of Japanese letters and words I can't read. And then it says 6,000 milligrams / 300 milligrams. So I don't know what has I don't know what it has in it that's 6,000 milligrams and 300 milligrams, but we're gonna try this thing. I feel like, do you want to just take a sip of it? Because I don't know, like, what if we're
gonna poop?
But also, they didn't ask me, I didn't have to go to a doctor for this. I literally just bought this off the counter. Like, I feel like a kid could buy this and he'd just be drinking it. It wouldn't be a big deal. Doesn't really smell like it. Anything?
We have no idea what it says, so
it tastes good.
Your face scares me.
It was like tarty. It was like sour and fizzy.
Not bad.
Right? I like the mini bottle. It's like, I feel like this is like a good rose holder.
Yeah, it's
or something like that. I just like I'm gonna keep this little mini bottle, but interesting. I don't know.
I'm scared for this.
I don't know what 6,000 milligrams. This was interesting. It says, bro, I love Japanese advertising on their snacks. This is Karamucho strong potato chips. What does it mean, strong? You know what I mean? Like strong flavor, maybe? Because in certain cultures, like certain words like have different meanings, or like have stronger meanings in certain areas.
I'm thinking it means like strong chili flavor, like
spice.
spice.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. So strong potato chips, super hot chili. And it just shows like 3 chilies on the side and some dude dying after eating one of them. And I like the amount of air in there. Seems fair. Ooh, the packaging is fire. Ooh, the chips are tiny. They do not look as big as they do on the packaging. Hold on, wait for me. Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see how spicy this is. I'm drooling.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
It's not spicy at all.
Mm-mm.
It's not strong at all. It's weak.
It's weak as fuck.
No, it's weak if anything, bro. Okay, this one
These
looks.
are good though.
Oh wait, this one's super powdered. Let me try this one. Okay, that one had a out of a
It's
10.
sweet.
Like, it had like a 1 out of 10 kick. Yeah, it's like sweet chili. Honestly, these are really good. I give them a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I would buy a bunch of these.
I like how light the flavor is.
Right? I don't know how much it costs though, but I would buy a bunch of these. These are really good. I'm drooling I love chips, and this shit's making me drool right now.
It's because we're starving.
That's also because we're starving. Okay, let's roll this joint so we can end the stream. Or yeah, end this after show. Are you able to read the comments? Yes, guys. Also, by the way, the reason why we do the after show is because during the podcast we don't read the comments, but now we can. We are reading the comments, and also, if you guys can get a comment across, remember $2 TTS. If you donate $2 or $1.99 or more, your message will be read out loud. Thank you so much, Carrillo, the finesse kid, for the $5 earlier. He said
Thank
last
you.
disconnect. Actually, let me. I'll just have it read out loud right here. Hold on. Let me
Run it back.
There you go.
Carrillo the finesse kid dropped a bag $4.99 through Super Chat. Last disconnected episode was the best one yet, even though house phone wasn't there and sleeping with Boatlord on stream wasn't that sus. IYKYK.
Thank you so much for that $5 donation, man. And I honestly, I was when we ended the stream, I was scared that all the comments were going to be like, I hate that 20% or 20 minutes of this podcast turned into Yuri stream talk. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I do feel kind of like that, where like it just kind of feels like, you know, kind of blatant like self promo at a certain point when like it gets talked about so much. I'm like, ugh, like it starts making me feel a little bit like scared, not scared, but like I'm like, oh, I don't want it this being the whole topic of conversation, just by the fact that I stream or did something on stream or whatever. So that's what I was getting worried about. But a lot of the comments were mad at you know, people for not understanding our friendship.
It's not weird though. Everybody shares beds as homies.
Gierbo said it best.
Exactly, he said it best. We don't even have to say that.
Thank you so much, Kyle G,
you,
man.
Kyle
Oh,
G.
we didn't even talk about what's happening tomorrow.
I know, we should have talked about that too.
The live show. That's the beauty of the after shows. Let's talk about the live show.
Kyle G dropped a bag $4.99 through Super Chat. Tomorrow my girlfriend and I are going to the live show. Can you guys speak on it? Any info at all about what to expect or if you will be on?
Okay. So people have been asking for the longest. Are we going to be there?
Yes.
We really didn't know because, you know, planning was still in session. But now that everything's been planned and whatnot, yes, apparently we will be there. I'm not sure how long of like an on-stage presence we'll have, but like I'm just glad that we get to be there to experience it.
Well,
you know,
I'm not gonna be on stage. Yuri's probably gonna be on stage.
show up, show our faces for a second. Maybe see some people in line or outside afterwards. I'm not sure, depending on how hectic or safe it seems. But I was also thinking, guys, that we're gonna bring some shirts with us. So anyone out there that like sees us and like recognizes us, we'll hand you guys a shirt.
Exactly.
Out there.
Yeah, but we
And
have
stickers.
no idea. Like we have no expectations or no idea how.
I know it's gonna be lit. Because
We
you know
know
what
it's gonna be
you know
lit.
what's interesting is like, No Jumper's super unique. The audience is super unique, and then this is like the first time No Jumper's doing something like this, and people have wanted this forever, and it's just like I feel like it's really good. You know what I mean? Like a really
It's gonna be so fun.
exactly. Are you gonna YouTube live stream it? Oh yes, guys, I cannot.
Money CG8 dropped a bag $2 through Super Chat. What's the inside info on the No Jumper live show?
Thank you so much, Manigay, for the
Thank you,
$2.
Manigay.
Insider info is, guys, a lot of people have been asking me about the weed thing. Gotta say, all I have to say about it is a lot of indoor venues in Los Angeles do not allow smoking. Just, you know, that's just the thing or whatever. I would say get high beforehand. Another thing people have been asking as well is I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, are we gonna be there? Yes. Wear a hidden camera. Oh, also, oh yeah, people have been asking will I be able to stream it or will the show be recorded and posted afterwards? No, it won't. And at first I wasn't sure when I said this when I gave this opinion last time, but now it is 100% certain, and I agree with it, dude. It's like I do understand how it can feel kind of shitty as a person who would want to be there and just doesn't have the opportunity yet. But there's gonna be more live shows.
Yeah, they're gonna do more.
And I feel like it is a special thing that this one gets to be unique just to the people that get to show up, you know what I mean, or like chose to show up or have the ability to show up that moment, you know what I mean. But there's gonna be more live shows, and I do that. It's not gonna be recorded or live stream the actual show, but I think that's a good idea, to be honest.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I agree, it's gonna be hella fun. I'm super excited. Oh, also, I might be able to do a pre-stream. I asked around. It's not certain. To me, it seems like a 70% chance at this point. But there's a 70% chance that I'll be able to do like a quick hour, maybe 30-minute pre-stream before the show of just like walking around, talking to people and stuff like that. You know, so that I feel like that could be interesting. Maybe not certain though. You know, you gotta be. I've never been to a live show before, so I don't want to break any rules. I want to follow everything.
Yeah, I guess there is a lot of rules.
Especially with content creation, you know what I mean? Like with No Jumper, I feel like it feels like, the rules are just like up in the air. But there's certain rules around content creation about like what's appropriate and what's not. I just want to be respectful of it. I'm still for the live show tomorrow. Me too, man. Or Wiz does everything. Girl, looks like. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. Why did this donation not read? Thank you so much for this.
Jason Tyler dropped a bag $1.99 through Super Chat. Much love. Flip the bag inside out. At amended_co.
What bag?
The jean bag?
Oh. Thank you so much, Jason Tyler, for the $2 donation. Flip the bag inside out. I noticed that the inside of the bag is like a t-shirt. It's like a Harley t-shirt. Whoa.
It's a reversible bag.
It's a reversible bag. Wow.
Fire.
Damn. Yeah, it has like boom, 2 pockets. One of the pockets on the inside, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but it's like a pocket from a Harley Davidson shirt. And then wow, dude, I didn't even fucking think of that. It's a reversible. Thank you so much for that, dude. This is fucking fire. Wow.
We love everything.
Yes.
The jacket is amazing.
We love everything. It was what was the boxes right there?
Amended garments.
Amended Garments, bro. If you guys can, go check out and show some love to Amended Garments because he really, really hooked us up with some fire stuff here. This is like beach day vibe. Mm-hmm. Drippy beach day, Should we take this to the show tomorrow? Sneak some pounds in? No, I'm kidding.
I wish we had pounds.
I wish we had pounds. Really? We don't smoke enough. I feel like a lot of the pound would go dry by the time we get to it.
That's a liar.
Well, how long do you think it would take us to smoke a pound?
Maybe an ounce. I'm just kidding, not a pound.
I've never actually I have seen a pound, but
it's like a garbage bag, right?
Yeah, well, it's like a pretty big bag, but it's not a huge garbage bag. But I'm just wondering if we were given a pound, or we had a pound, how long would it take us to smoke it? Just smoking the way we normally do.
God, that'd be so scary.
Imagine we go through it in a month.
That'd be horrible.
A pound of weed just went through our lungs in a month.
I feel like an ounce. An ounce is reasonable.
A month? You would think that, but I feel like we've gone through ounces in 2 weeks. I think so.
Damn.
I think we have done that. You do a face plant in it. A face plant in what? I paid to smoke with y'all. Y'all seem chill as fuck. Okay, thank you so much, Robert Dominguez. I appreciate that, man. Yuri, answer Rose. What did Rose say?
Oh, he was asking if the pizza came. Last stream.
Yes. Okay, guys. So Riley checked the phone call, and Riley's the last phone call from the pizza dude was 30 minutes ago. Riley and I walk outside, drunken as hell, worried that like, oh my god, our pizza has been stolen. We walk outside and see that the pizza and what else? Wings?
Chicken wings.
And chicken wings were left on the floor outside of our apartment building. And that's classic move by delivery man. But the thing is, it's been sitting there for 30 minutes, and we were like, fuck, what do? We threw it all in the oven.
And we ate that shit.
And we ate it, and it was so delicious. And honestly,
The chicken was amazing.
I was so drunk that I woke up the next morning and I didn't even remember eating it.
I threw that shit up.
Yeah, Riley threw everything up. Oh my god, you got so sick. You know what's crazy is when we first got together, I was having these like little thoughts to myself of like, damn, like I'm really drunk right now and she wants to take 2 more shots. Like fuck, I don't want to seem like a pussy. I'll take another shot, or whatever. Like I would be like thinking like, damn, like she's out drinking me all the time and I can't keep up. And then now it's happened multiple times.
You're out drinking me.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times where we drink together the same amount, and the next morning Riley's just like throwing up, feeling hella sick, and I'm just like I'm having to run errands and make sure she feels better. Not
No,
having to,
Yuri's
but like
the one
I just feel fine basically.
Yuri's always the one to suggest drinking now. I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna put it on
sneak
me.
away my days
You're gonna
without-
put it on me. Wow.
I do.
We
I
do
think
need another bottle though.
No.
I'm kidding. What, 4 Loco
No,
stream?
we're actually gonna need one for tomorrow probably.
Yes, but what happened? What happened to our whole kombucha thing? Only alcoholic kombuchas.
They're hard to find now.
No, it's at the store nearby. We just don't do it.
Y'all drink.
Lord Nimic says I'm off acid right now. I hope you're having a good trip, man. Yuri turning out Riley. What? Y'all drink too much custards. Yuri, we need 10 Talks back on Spotify. Yes, should we do it? I don't know. Okay, so here's my arguments against putting 10 Talks on Spotify and Apple. People will say there's a chance your podcast can blow up on there. You can get new viewers and stuff like that. But also, I feel like we're still trying to grow the podcast on YouTube. And I feel like if we put it on every other platform, we're going to dwindle our viewers, get less on YouTube, get very few on the other platforms, and then it's like, it's not going to do too well. But I feel like if we grow it more and more on YouTube, it gets to this point where we're like, okay, we could really diversify now, I feel like we're not at that point yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Somebody said change the background.
Fuck. There's just a more zoomed in background. Oh yeah, you can't change the background while you're in the thing anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I can go to stream. I'm not sure how stream's gonna be though. Oh,
There you go.
there we go. $30 shot. We don't have shots though. Dink. Let me get rid of that.
No
Okay.
shots today, y'all.
Yep. I'm sorry about that. The background. I forgot about that. Thank you so much, Rico. Tech Deck stream one day. Tech Deck stream. Oh my god, people are gonna hate that one. Put the chat on screen, fam. There you go. Chat's on screen. Thank you, Matt Gabe. That was a car.
There's always some crazy shit going on outside.
I love you too, Monster D. Yuri and Riley drink more than the local drunks in my block. Jesus Christ, Bojangstrand. That says a lot. Thank you, man.
That says a lot.
What size board do you skate here? Like 8.25 to 8.5 around there. I'll skate 8.5, but I think my trucks are 8.25. I can't poop. Try this fiber mini. Oh, you drink more. You like it?
The end was getting a little weird.
Well, we just got 6,000 milligrams and 300 milligrams of some random shit.
Great.
I don't know what it is, but hopefully we feel fine. Yuri, do you know what Joseph Costello is? Isn't that some dictator dude? I'm not sure. Tech Deck's on fire. Really? Bro, there honestly is a huge show orange. I have no orange next to me, but there is a huge fan base around Tech Decks. It's crazy. We need Spotify for work car listens. I feel that. I honestly do feel that. Yuri and Pollard should get their own show. No Jumper for skating and surfing. Oh, that'd be interesting.
He said,
What'd she say?
love the new hair, Riley.
Oh, I agree. Oh, wait. This is the first unveiling.
No, we were on stream twice.
Oh, yes. Did you talk about it, though?
Yeah. I have new hair.
Riley got extensions and a coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Do a food blog. That's a good idea. Like I said, also... Oh! Should we do one last topic?
What?
My stream schedule?
Are you gonna announce it again?
Should I announce my stream schedule again?
Yep.
I
For
feel
the
like...
people who don't know.
Yes, I feel like for anyone that didn't hear it last time. So I think this is the last time I'm gonna announce this, guys. I have a stream schedule now that I'm gonna uphold. So let me. Oh fuck.
One second, guys. Your is Trying to find the page. A lot more content coming your way, y'all.
Okay, so basically, guys, here's my stream schedule from now on. There might be some adjustments, but I think this will be the permanent thing from now on. If there is any adjustments, I'm obviously gonna let you guys know. But I think this will be it. So, not starting this week because obviously it's my birthday. Oh shit, my hat's being green screened down. But obviously it's my birthday this week, and so we're apparently gonna go out of town. So this week is gonna be like we won't be able to do it. But starting next week is going to be the official stream schedule. But I will try to uphold it this week past or whenever I can, whenever we'll be here. I really don't know what the hell we're going to do. So basically, here's the stream schedule, guys. I will also leave this information probably like I'm not sure where I'll make posts of it, leave in the description I guess as well. But okay, so Mondays, I will be streaming 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. minimum. So it doesn't mean I'm going to end the stream at 8 p.m. It means, like, that's the minimum requirement for me. Like, that's the goal I set for myself for how many hours I want to stream that day. And then, like, we're most likely, I feel like, always going to extend past that point. So Mondays, we're starting the stream at 5 p.m., basically. Mondays starting at 5. Tuesdays, starting the stream at 12 at noon to 4 minimum. So 12 at noon to 4. Wednesdays, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm going to be actually working on vlogs, like skate vlogs, I believe. And Thursdays, I will be streaming 12 noon to 4 p.m. minimum as well. And, oh, actually, no, not minimum. That'll be cap. So Thursdays, I'll be only streaming from noon to 4 p.m. And then starting 6 p.m. will be disconnected on No Jumper to 9 p.m., obviously. And then Fridays, I believe Fridays will be my Twitch streams. So Fridays, I think we'll be streaming every other Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. minimum on Twitch. Doing gaming
Untouchable
streams.
dropped a
And then
bag
obviously every
$5
Sunday,
through
6
super
p.m.
chat.
Talks.
Thank you.
Really,
$5.
what's your OnlyFans so I can sub?
I do not have an OnlyFans.
Really?
Really.
Thank you so much for the $5
Who's ready?
donation. But, anyways, Yuri, those times suck for real. God damn it. There's always going to be complaints. I want to see you backside tail Hollywood High. I want to see me do that too. Yuri beefing with Bezel Up. Who's Bezel Up? Anyways, that was my stream schedule right there, guys. I just want to announce that one last time. Just let you guys know. Yuri, what's your OnlyFans? I have no OnlyFans, guys. I have no plans or fucking ambitions to release one. Casey Veggie's in the chat.
Oh my god.
Love Twitch streams. Thank you so much, Wayfaring Entity. And also, apologies to anyone who's in here who watches the Twitch streams or who subbed on my Twitch, because I haven't been streaming on there recently, and I apologize for that. I will be getting on back on Twitch at least once a week from now on. Genie them cheeks? Wait, what? Hook Up and Future merch made by Yeezy? Damn. Honestly, Riley and I were just listening to Future earlier this week and realized how bad of an artist he is.
We're just like, I can't.
We're like, bruh. Like, how do we like this music at one point? Dude, y'all drink Happy Dad? We've drunk Happy Dads before.
No, we haven't.
We haven't? I swear we have. I maybe you haven't, but I'm not against trying it.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't think I've
seltzer,
tried
right?
it. Yeah, it's a seltzer.
It's not a beer. What Blasey say about what? I'm not sure. I got my 10 Talk shirt. Fits hella good. Let's go. No comment. I'm happy you got that, bro. Shout out to fucking Australia too. Squeak on it. Your crazy Future albums. Your Future album goes stupid. Okay, old Future albums, but at a certain point, you're just like, I kind of got to that point with 2 Chainz, dude. Back in the day, 2 Chainz would be on everyone's song, on Gucci Man songs, on Future songs, and it got to this point. I feel like everyone got to this point where you're like, I don't know, doesn't hit the same no more. And I feel like we both got to that point with Future.
Right.
It's just like, ugh. Happy Dad isn't as good as I thought. Yeah. What's your guys' shirt size? Large and medium.
Large and medium.
What's your thoughts on Ben? I don't know. When will you guys have a kid? Do you have any ideas
Really?
for age?
No, I don't know. Whenever we're ready.
When you before you met me, when you were a kid, or when you first started thinking about these things, when did you think you were like, I want to have a kid by this age?
I was always thinking like 27,
Really?
28. Yep.
You always thought yourself that?
Mhm.
I never gave myself an age.
But I mean, now that I'm realizing I'm fucking gonna be 25 this year, I'm still a baby.
Shave your head, maybe. We might get to that point.
One day, whenever we're ready. We're not ready yet.
Honestly, we can do a shaving head stream soon. Cause I'm kind of over this hair, bro. It's so annoying. I have to wear a hat. If I don't wear a hat, my hair's going in my face. It's so annoying, dude. Touch a M first. That's what I feel like. Family channel.
Riley's pregnant. That's the VJ. Oh my god.
Imagine you're like, babe, guess what? We've been smoking and
Been
drinking this whole
drinking.
week, but also I'm pregnant. Tears. Travel first before having kids. I know. I feel like that's how everyone feels like, and I definitely feel like that too.
Yeah.
I want to at least go to Canada or something. I don't know. We haven't gone nowhere. Bald with the wax head. You get a fade. Everyone tells me to get a fade. I feel like I have, right? Or no?
Haven't you gotten?
I feel like I've gotten a fade before. No Jumper Smash Bro stream, bro. Here's the thing: is Smash Bro. I don't know who's really good at that at No Jumper. I feel like no one. Smash Bros is like such a thing where out of a group of 10, you might have like one person that's really good at it. Look at Luffy. He's already trying to destroy this box. Let's take a moment and cry together.
You're gonna add a good cut.
Giving birth live stream.
Oh,
You down, babe?
hell no.
Just face, no body.
Oh. Oh.
Ah,
That's a
my
new
new jacket.
Stop
Wow, you're a
rolling
hater
over.
on the drip.
Really? Oh.
All right, guys. We finished the joint. I'm starving.
We're starving.
I'm good.
sorry.
I know Riley's starving too. We're gonna get dinner started right now. Thank you guys so much
for watching.
Please, if you guys haven't already, please drop a like. Please drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what ideas you guys have for our new merch drop or whatever we release. And then also subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. We're 600 or 700 subs away from 20,000. We're super close. Harmonious getting Smash Bros stream. I could try to learn, but I'm really not that good. I can play a little bit. Anyways, shout out to all the mods. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to I'm Not Human.
Thank you to the mods.
Shout out to all the fucking mods. Best mods
All
in the game.
supports.
Manny Gabe, Jazzy, thank you guys so much.
See you guys
since,
tomorrow. Whoever's gonna be at the
Oh
live
yes.
show.
And see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for whoever's gonna be there. Bruh Hentai. Moose, I believe it was.